Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Blue. Welcome back. Hi, how are you guys doing today? hold on. Let me fix some stuff up. Hi, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Blue. I am Noira, the sea fox who sells escapism and daydreams. Sorry if I sound weird. I'm currently like chewing slash letting antacids actually dissolve in my mouth. Sayak, thank you for the 8 months of total sub. You've been at the Deep Blue for like 8 months. A loyal wanderer indeed. Thank you so much. But yeah, I have like a tablet of antacid in my mouth right now. So I'm just waiting for it to like dissolve. So I'm sorry about that. But like, how are you guys today? It feels like it's been a while. It's only been a week. Barely. It's only been like what, 5 days, but it always feels like a long time, right? It's good to have you guys back at the Deep Blue again.
Who's a good girl?
Thank you for the head rub. Oh no, I forgot to thing it. What you might call it? Deactivate it because it doesn't appear. I'm sorry. Let me like just deactivate that real quick. It doesn't appear when I have this sort of scene on. But yeah, guys, oh my god, today has been like so fucking crazy. But before I get into it, let me like quickly greet you guys. My lord, today was horrible, man. So, I see that Sheena is actually the first to be here, followed up by Tamara and also Toki. Welcome back. And Tetsuyuki, Ayo, I like cheese, not sprint. Kyle, Hooded Shadow, welcome. And Wapper34. And Dodge is here too. Hi, Dodge. Sayak, of course. And Akazen, even though he's in Japan, he's here too, despite being in Osaka. And Goof Panda, I'm doing good, thank you. And Crown is here. And it might be on 8 a.m. here, but I'm about to open some beers. Damn, good day off, Nico. Good day off. And Death Disciples and Herbert Ken Umera. And Ocean Man, welcome. So, like, should I tell you guys should I tell you guys what happened today? Fuck. So I was stuck in traffic for like 2 hours. It's horrible. So I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours and it was heavy rain. And I ordered food for delivery so that the food would be there when I get home so I could pick it up and eat dinner. So I can make it in time for stream. But the food never came. And then this was like 30 minutes prior to stream. So I did not have time to like order another serving of food. The food probably never came because, well, heavy rain and all that, right? So I had to quickly like cook some instant noodles, like a student's meal. Not that it's bad or anything. It's pretty good. I haven't had it in a while. But I had to cook like some instant noodles and eat really quick. That's why I thought I'd be late. But surprisingly, I'm not, because I ate it in like 5 or 10 minutes or so. But after, I think I had a little bit of, I don't know if it was gastric or like indigestion. I don't know. But my stomach was a bit sore. That's why I'm having antacid. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Antacid in my mouth right now because just to control the stomach acid. Because it was kind of sore. Passington, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. So yes, that's my day today. I was even like it was 2 hours traffic, right? I was gonna drink some whiskey tonight over stream just to take some edge off because I'm so annoyed. I got home like very pissed over the 2 hour traffic. But because like now apparently I'm having stomach problems, I don't even dare having whiskey. I don't think I should. It's because alcohol can aggravate your stomach acid and stomach lining. So I'm like, so I can't do anything. So instead I'll just have some juice and water and talk to you guys. But yeah, that's my story for today. It's crazy. 2 hours of traffic. Oh my God. And you know what was worse? Midway through the traffic, my phone died. Oh my God. Because I was so busy at work today that I forgot to charge my phone. And then my phone died. So, it's horrible. Yeah, I had nothing to do in the fucking car, man. Thankfully, I wasn't driving. I was in a cab. But like, an Uber, sorry. But still, it was shit, bro. It was shit. 3 cups of noodle or 4 bags of ramen to fill you up. I don't know. Honestly, I think I had like 1.5-ish or like 1 and a tad bit more. I don't know if it'll keep me full throughout the whole stream session because as we know, instant noodles are very much like empty calories, right? So I don't know how it'll be. We'll see. If we happen to need more food or calories later on, I can eat more later tonight, I guess. Last sips of G-subs. Good kettle's tea. Wait, do you have your G-subs in the morning, Rev? But it's good to have you guys back. That was my shite start of today. Well, not start. It's like 9 p.m. for me, but that's like the shite condition of today. How are you guys, though? How are you guys? I hope your days or your day was better than mine, or your upcoming day is gonna be much better than mine. Hi there, Quentin. Bad days happen, but they allow us to see good days. True. Because today is a bad day, it means that tomorrow is only gonna be better, right? Really shit days only means that it can only go up, right? First thing in the morning, I'm not that decrepit. I don't know, bro. You said G-sub, so... Oh yeah, I forgot. It's Avo for you in the EU. Afternoon, I mean, by the way. I watched anime Solo Leveling because he would look great in the show, would I? Yes, I have watched it. I can't wait for the 2nd season. Steam dropped the Steam Deck in white. Steam dropped the Steam Deck in white? Fuck, I want it. I want it. My setup is all white. I don't think I've ever shown you guys my setup, but like I really like a white setup. So and what sucks is that everything white has a premium tag on it, like even PC cases. I use the Fractal North in white. You guys might know the case if you guys are fans of PC building. It's one of the favorite cases. Sorry, I still have an antacid in my mouth. One thing is, like, I'm not allowed to like chew it. I'm supposed to let it like dissolve slowly in my mouth, so it's gonna sound like I was gonna say something that was very like I was gonna say something that was that might be a little bit too vulgar for the start of the stream, so I held myself back. But like, yeah, excuse me whilst I still have this tablet in my mouth. Sometimes I make double instant noodles instead of just one. It really depends on like which instant noodle, right? If it's like mee goreng or like Indomie, it's quite a small portion, so you'd usually make like double. Extra for MB and white is like 40 for the Steam Deck. Yeah, see? I thought you don't like ASMR. I don't! How is this ASMR? It's like having a redacted in my mouth. Yeah, I'll let you guys imagine. I'll leave it up to y'all's imagination. Wait, I want to pull myself up a tad. Why does it look like I'm drowning? I'm so low. There we go. Better. But yeah, I don't know. The feeling of eating instant noodles, like it tastes nice, but it doesn't feel like the best in the body. You know, that's what it feels like. But it is what it is. It's emergency, right? It's emergency. I regret mixing Mentos caramel apple flavor. What the fuck is Mentos caramel apple flavor? I didn't even know such Mentos existed. Black tea. What happens when you mix Mentos and black tea? Doesn't it only like go fucking crazy when you mix it with cola? By the way, so I posted on Reddit today about my new website. Well, not really new. It's been around for a while. Wait, let me like put it here. There you go, so you can actually see it. And let me like chuck it on for everything, because apparently I forgot to turn it on. It's everywhere. Yeah, so I told Reddit about virtual YouTuber subreddit about my new website, right? And what's funny is that I screenshotted it in the morning before I had coffee. So I didn't realize like it was bugged. Like there was like too much of a spacing between me and like the divider down below. And I only realized it when someone on Reddit actually was like, you might want to reduce the spacing just a tad bit under your bust, because there's like a picture of my bust, right? And then it's like cut and there's like a huge spacing. And they're like, wait, I'm like, wait, what do you mean? What spacing? And then I saw the screenshot that I took and I'm like, oh shit, that's not even supposed to be there. But now I've posted it already on Reddit. You can check it on the subreddit Noira. Sorry, not my subreddit. On the virtual YouTube subreddit, the screenshot of it. There's like a huge gaping fucking white space between me and the divider down below. And it's eternalized now. I can't just take it down and like repost, right? I mean, there's like already 100-ish upvotes on it. So I really should remind myself to do things after coffee when it involves publicly posting stuff, right? Yeah, my website, it's down below. You see that? Noira.me, that's the link to my website. It's down below. That one. But yeah, I was great use of white space. Thank you? Question mark? But someone said something interesting about my website. He was like, giving early 2000s creators vibes, where content creators used to have their own websites. And I'm all for it in all the good ways. And I'm like, that's true. Because like, I think VTubers or like content creators nowadays, you don't really have websites, right? And Ashai, Kickback PH, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. I don't think you really have websites. Because for me, even I was like contemplating on whether I should do it or not. But for me, I felt like I needed a single place for like everything, like centralized everything Noira, you know, because like right now I don't really have that except for Discord. But even on Discord, it's like a tad bit messy. So I really wanted a website. So I was like, you know what, let's make it happen. And I timed it so that it was perfect for release during my birthday stream. I think that's when I announced the website. But like, people are like asking me, oh, is that like, are you proficient in HTML and CSS or web design? And I'm like, no, not really. I got lazy and I used Squarespace. I mean, I do know some web design, web dev, CSS, HTML. I do know a bit of that, but like I can't be fucking bothered. And I honestly don't have the time to make a website from ground up. So I had to use Squarespace. Speaking about Reddit, your shorts explaining what is a VTuber is what led me to your channel. Oh, really? That's interesting. What did you think of the short? I'm glad you found my short. When did you find that? That's a while back, right? Kind of fell out of use. The internet is already so fractured and content creators are already so deadlocked into social media presence. Yeah, but like, wouldn't content creators want like a single place for their portfolio to show off what they've done? Because that's like my main reason I think that I wanted a website. Having your own website can be like your own canvas. Why work hard when you can work smart? But it's expensive. That shit's like a fucking, what was it, like $25 per month. It's fucking expensive. It saved me a lot of effort though, for real. And it turned out nice for the little amount of time that I spent on it. But like, it's about $20 to $25 a month, I think. Or was it $20? I think it's about $20 a month to host and publish. So that's added onto my VTubing expenses as if I don't spend enough on VTubing already. I was making calculations of my VTubing activities, right? Usual. I was doing accounting and stuff for it because I do that, and VTubing is a very expensive hobby, and if VTubing starts leaking too much in expenses to my IRL, that's gonna be trouble. And that's unsustainable, right? I do have a budget for VTubing per month, so of course I have to do accounting every month. So I was doing it for like this month and last month, and I'm finally, I broke even last month. This month I'm not really sure if I will, because of like a few expenses that I've incurred. Mainly the website, actually. The website is costing me quite a bit per month, but I'm like, it's okay, I need it. So the dreams of fully breaking even is not yet real yet, but it's okay. It's a journey, innit? I hope that one day I can VTube whilst breaking even and not making a loss. But even so, right guys, even so, I feel like we've come a long way already. Because for quarter 1 and 2, I was pretty much very much in the red. I think I have a total of like expenses of minus $2,000. That's accumulated from like quarter 1 and 2 and a tad bit of quarter 3. So quarter 4 is the only one really that I'm breaking even, that I've started breaking even. And it's quite painful, honestly. Especially since I had to foot the bill for vet expenses for my doggo a while back. He's okay, by the way. My doggo, he finished his operation and he's healthy, and he just took a shower today and he's healthy and he's running around, so I'm so happy. But yes, the bill was fucking expensive. The bill was like $800-ish. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And thankfully I have a full-time job, but still it hurts, man. Thankfully though, thankful to you guys though, that VTubing has become much less more expensive nowadays for me, because we're kind of going towards breaking even. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for all your support, y'all. Everyone who has contributed towards the Deep Blue. You guys have no idea how much it means. You guys are the people keeping the content up. You know, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to push out so much content and, you know, push out so much stuff like my website and everything like that. I don't think I'd still be VTubing without you guys right now, honestly. I think if I was still incurring huge expenses, I don't think I would be VTubing, because I think my brain would be like, okay, Noira, this is like unsustainable. All right, you've been doing this for like 2 years and you're still in such much of the red. So maybe it's time you give it up, right? But thankfully we're here now. We're breaking even, which is crazy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But yes, that's the rant. We are so great that let me tell you that the chat reflects the streamer. Ah, you guys are so kind. Thank you. Have a good one, Nickerson. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I tried my best, right? I tried my best. Date baya. So, how are you guys' Tuesday? How's it looking? I still have the tablet in my mouth. You gonna make the Deep Blue shine? Ah, like I've been reading. Look, I read all the comments on YouTube that you guys post, right? But I can't reply to every one of them because, well, I suck at replying to on social media, to be honest. But like I try to, but I read all of them. And a while back, someone I think commented, subscribing to Noira before the Sea Fox blows up. And I'm like, oh my god, that is the faith that some of y'all have in me is endearing, is encouraging, honestly. So I have a shower and stop eating. Oh my god, go shower, Clovis. No one wants a stinky burb. Tuesday is looking like possibly Drunk Silent Hill or Apex Legends gaming for me. Ah, Drunk Silent Hill sounds fucking crazy. That sounds fun. I would do that. I'm gonna make my tea now. Yes, please make your tea. Make your drink, guys. Your morning drink or your late night drink. I wish I could have whiskey right now, but I can't. I'll just have juice and water instead. Maybe if my stomach gets better, maybe we can have whiskey later on. Just woke up, need to get ready for work. Yeah, please go ahead. If you gotta look and get ready for work, because I know like my stream is early for some of you guys, please do. You can keep my voice on as I set you guys up for the day, I guess. Talking about setting up for the day, you know, I did something detrimental today. I think I told you guys about wanting to do this last week when we had the Noira radio. The Noira radio about like becoming a better person. Remember that? Was that on Tuesday? That was last Tuesday. So exactly a week ago. I mentioned that. Wait, what's my volume at? I think you're gonna go big in next year already. Just a couple coincidences mixed with your consistency and you'll be on top. Oh my god, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, hopefully. So today what I did was I decided I wanted to check out how much potentially productive hours I could have within my week. Working from home, wishing I could be at my real job, but I can't because it's snowing. Aw, wait. Do you prefer being at your job physically compared to working from home? But it's okay, working from home, I get to accompany you for a tad bit, well, no? What was I saying? Yeah. So, the bar is kind of ugly. Maybe I should get rid of it. No, it's okay. I guess it's fine. Fuck, what was I saying? Right. So I wanted to find out my potential productive hours, what my potential productive hours per day and week were in a normal week, right? So I really wanted to find out because I felt like I'm not that optimized, right? Can you guys relate with that? So I wanted to see what I could do about that. I just realized that the screen is very big. I was like wondering why it was so big. Oh wait, I did an oopsie. my bad. I did an oopsie. And so what I did was, maybe you guys could try this as well. What I did was like, I jotted down on a fucking Google Sheets, like what time I woke up and what time I slept. So like, and then I calculated the amount of hours I slept and the amount of hours I were awake. And I think I was on average awake for about, was it 15 to 16 hours, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 18? I don't remember. Something like that. I think it's different from person to person and depending on your lifestyle. And I checked the internet. What was the average waking hours of a person, an average person, right? Apparently it's 16 hours. I was a tad bit above that, so like I decided, okay, let's because I'm a tad bit above that, I tried to figure out better sleeping schedule, I guess. So I tweaked that a tad bit so I could meet the 16 hours. So I had about 16 hours on average, 16 or 17, I believe, of waking hours. And then I cut it by like, you know, an estimate of how long it'd take for me to do lunch and dinner and commute and get ready. So for lunch and dinner, I put like 2 to 3 hours. For getting ready, it's like an hour a day. Commuting is like about 2 hours back and forth. Today was a fucking anomaly. 2 hours. I commuted to the workplace 1 hour. That's 1 hour commuting to the workplace. But like today it took 2 hours to get back from the workplace. So it's like 3 hours, man. But anyway, I put like 2 hours of commuting. And then I realized that I had, and then I put like, you know, 8 hours of work, right? For the day work and stuff like that. And then you know what I realized? I realized that, I actually do have a decent amount of free time. Not a decent amount, but I did, because I've always assumed or felt like my weekdays were very occupied. But then after I did that, I saw how my schedule was. I realized that I had a lot of free time. Not a lot, but like relatively more than I thought, I guess. It was much higher than my expectation. And then I also put in my streaming hours, which is like 3 hours times 3. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. That's about 9 hours per week. And I still had some free time. So that was interesting. Maybe you guys should try it. From there, I started like, because I was trying to fit in Japanese language classes, but I didn't know when I could do so. So I wanted to have like visibility over my general weekly schedule, I think, and also like time block or the consistent stuff like commuting, going to work. That shit's consistent, right? Getting ready, most of the times I get ready at the same time, right? So I wanted to see how I could fit in some Japanese language classes, and that really helped me because right now I'm having vocal classes and I'm trying to make Pilates a weekly thing as well for me because it really helps with my back pain. You guys should try it, by the way. If you guys are looking to, if you guys have back pain, Pilates is really good. Yeah, so the visibility was really nice. I need to utilize my free time better. Yeah, but then, and then, you know, it really makes me question, where the fuck has my free time been going, man? If I see, after I charted out everything and then seeing actually that I had a decent amount of free time, it makes me question, what the fuck have I been doing with my free time, right? Obviously, you know, I'm not always stuck in traffic. Am I just on the phone too much? I think that's like one of the reasons. Because I was trying to also fit some time slots for reading as well. So I could read more books. Because I feel like I have been falling off on that lately. Do you guys have like visibility over pretty much like how much free time you guys have over the week? Never took Japanese classes, but my girlfriend helps me when I need it. Which isn't very often, thankfully. That's good. At least you haven't had the need to have Japanese classes. I mean, for me, it's not like a need. It's more like I want to. It's kind of like a hobby, I guess. I realized I have truly free time only when I meditate. Really? I'm thinking that I know I'm on the phone too much, just like mindlessly consuming. Same. Goes to watching streamers and my wife. I mean, I don't think anyone's in a place to judge what people do during their free time. Sorry, I'm shaking my juice. That did not come out as sus, right? I'm literally shaking my juice right now. My bottle of juice. It's really up to you what you do with your free time, as long as you're not like hurting yourself or other people, right? Oh yeah, perfect shake emote. Thank you. But I think I just came to the realization that maybe me, at least, I don't know about like everyone else or like a lot of us, we don't really realize just how much time we have on our hands, and thus it just flies by way too easily, only possibly for us to regret later on, because you can't take back time, right? Time is always limited. Cheers. Let me drink my juice. So I feel like what I did today with finding visibility for my free time was a good thing. I wish I could meditate, but I'm too energetic for it. You don't have to. I mean, there are other ways of like achieving something that's similar to meditation, like going on long walks or like washing dishes. It depends from person to person. Life is both too short and too long. Yeah, isn't it interesting how relative time is? When you're doing nothing and you hate what you're doing, it's fucking long. Like, it's the longest time you could ever have. Like when you're doing house chores and you hate what you're doing, sometimes it feels so long, but then after a while, time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. That's why I feel like my free time is rather short. Yeah, but like, I don't know, the quote that I told you guys a while back has stuck with me lately, you know, that money is a replenishable resource. You could always get more money, but time is limited. But then why are we so stingy with money but so generous with our time? Shouldn't it be the other way around, right? That has stuck with me ever since I heard that. So I've been trying to kind of, you know, find out what I can do more with my time, because I'm not particularly in the most satisfied point of my life yet. I feel like I could do more, you know? I mean, most of your free time goes nowhere because you do thing you wired to do and mostly don't use your energy efficiently. So meditations help me a lot to fix that. Still, main thing is to keep life balanced. True. Sometimes when I have free time, I immediately use it for video editing or play games when I'm really tired. Rarely put much thought on how much free time I had. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, if you guys are satisfied with your current life, then I don't think you need to, like, you know, go into a retrospective mode and just be like, okay, I wonder what I can do to make it better, right? I think that's what matters. How fulfilled do you feel about your life right now, or your state of living, or your condition right now as you are? And is it worth it to actually reflect on? Because for me, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, although I do enjoy my life now, I miss the fervor that I used to have when I was a bit busier. Does that make sense? So I was like, let's see why I miss that. And is it because I haven't particularly been doing fulfilling things lately, you know? I used to see money as a rocket fuel, and that could get me out of unfavorable position. Now that I'm out, it's hard to figure out the next major life goal. That's how it is, though. I think that's natural. Divi, oh my god, Divi blackmailed me to give him VIP, guys. He said that whilst I was playing Buckshot Roulette, he said he would shoot me if I didn't give him a VIP in Buckshot Roulette. So I'm like, oh well, it's alright. It's okay. I'm generous. I'm a generous god. Yeah, I have witnesses, Divi. I have witnesses. But like, you know, it really depends. I don't think anyone's obligated to change their lifestyle or like reflect on their life. Like I said, if you feel satisfied and happy enough with your life, then who's to tell you to look inwards, right? But of course, it's different from situation to situation. I just happen to be someone who's currently still looking for a tad bit more. And give me VIP or else, right? Right? What do you mean being on fire is fun? Look at that emote, that's crazy. I didn't know there was an evil kappa. What the hell? Yeah, guys, that's my advice, life advice of today. If you feel like you feel iffy and you're not really sure why, maybe possibly one of the options is to check what you've been doing with your free time or how much free time you have. Just chart it out, see how it is, and see if it aligns with what you want or what
Drink some water.
you'd like to achieve, or like what fulfills you, and yada yada. You get the drift. You can be happy about how you've watched me for the longest time. Of course, I have to clap back at you. Fuck's sake. Oh, god damn it. How you felt when you're going at 100 compared to now at a more relaxed pace? At 100 compared to... Wait, what are you talking about? Am I missing context here? Let's talk about it. I hope you're doing well too, Divi. You know, I feel like... Don't you just hate the days where you wake up and you... Oh, we are so yapping tonight, by the way. Don't you just hate the days when you wake up and you just feel like doing nothing? I hate that feeling. No, it's not that I hate it. I love it in the sense because it feels like an excuse to do nothing. You know what I mean? It gives me an excuse to just doom scroll my phone. But like at the end of the day, I do hate it when my brain starts working and I start to think, okay, what did I do for the day? And I realize I barely did anything. Yeah, that's like one of the reasons I was spurred to always find ways to conduct my everyday better, I guess. Like this, finding out about free time, finding out about how to make myself do things easier, because starting tasks is the hardest shit. But if you don't do tasks, you don't have a sense of fulfillment. That's also a thing, right? Because I was also, you know, another thing that I was thinking about, right? It's not morning for you. Well, what time is it for you in Temere? Aren't you in EU? Was it Temere? Did I remember correctly? Solon, of course. I think if whatever I yap here, whatever I learn by myself, I can share with you guys, and it in some way adds perspective or helps you guys, I'd be very happy. That's why I put my phone far away before going to sleep. It forces to get out of bed. That's true. That's why I think the best way is to put your phone like in the toilet, right? So that you wake up, you go to the toilet, and then you do your morning dailies, like wash your face, brush your teeth, and stuff like that. Honestly, it is the best way. But like sometimes I rebel against my own wishes. I don't know. I am a rebellious bitch, but like, I don't know. There are two wolves in me. One that's like, come on, Noira, surely it won't tempt you in the morning. You don't have to put your phone so far away. What are you, weak? Cannot resist temptations? Too weak, so weak. The other wolf is like, come on, Noira, make your life easier. Put your phone in the bathroom. So sometimes the other wolf wins. The other wolf called ego. So yeah, it's a constant struggle, but I think right now at least I'm better with productivity. I feel like I mentioned this on stream before too, but like I used to be a very competitive person, right? And I used to do a lot of sports and very competitive. Like for example, even in PvP in gaming, I used to be very competitive because I really like the adrenaline of like competing for something, you know. And I used to go all out in it. I used to play basketball, futsal, badminton, and a lot of stuff on top of like street dancing and stuff like that. You can imagine. I used to be very competitive. I used to regularly do dance battles and stuff as well, and dance competitions. So I enjoyed that competition. That's also why I really enjoyed the startup environment when it was booming way back when, right? Because like back then, I don't know if you guys remember, but like startup environment was like, I don't know, a fever dream. It's like, oh, everyone has an idea, making the world a better place. Everyone's working so hard, and it's cool to be part of that community, and you just feel so all powerful and like you're doing all the rights in your life by pursuing the startup way, because everyone was glorifying startups back then. And then when I got out of that, it was quite a switcheroo, as in suddenly that heat of competition is not there anymore, and I don't know, life felt more bland, I think. And then I sorted elsewhere. Of course, I sorted via gaming and stuff like that. But once I got tired of PvP gaming, it's like I couldn't fill that gap of competitiveness or like that adrenaline and whatsoever, and that left me like feeling very unfulfilled in a way, to a certain extent. I don't know if that makes sense. So this was even when I started VTubing. I think that's also like one of the reasons why I started VTubing. On top of me liking content creation, I also still really like just pursuing things in general. So I pursued VTubing, but alas, I think at the end of the day, that whatever hole that competitiveness left me, lack of competitiveness left me with, never really got fully fulfilled. You know what I mean? I think it's only recently that I've gotten to figure out what to do about that gaping space. And that's finding out how to make my days more fulfilling. Goddamn, we are yapping today, for real, for real. Overjuiced, not even whiskey. It's overjuiced, guys. But I'm happy that I've gotten to this state now. That I think I can slowly work towards just living my days better. You want to be competitive, you want to constantly feel like you can improve your game, you want to challenge yourself constantly. Boy, do I have a genre recommendation for you. Damn, are you pitching me? The thing is, like, now even like competitiveness in game doesn't attract me, you know? It doesn't charm me anymore, because like I can't be bothered by now by competitive games like PvP. I hate that. But if it's like Black Myth Wukong or Elden Ring, I do enjoy it, but like I can't be bothered with PvP. We love the Yap. Oh, thank goodness you guys love the Yap. Imagine if you guys didn't. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Because honestly, I feel like I've been falling back a lot on like productivity. Like, meaning not just work, but like productivity, meaning doing things that I want to do. Doing things that I want to achieve within my days or weeks or life whatsoever. I feel like I've been in a position mostly where I just wanted it, but I never did anything to go for it, you know, to actually work towards it. So in the end, it's just like wishful thinking, I think, without any particular action. So whenever someone's like, okay, so do you have any plans for next year? I would say these things, but I never work towards it. And so I'm just left with the feeling of guilt and also zero fulfillment because I never worked towards it, because I was never productive towards that whole goal of what I wanted. So it's not work. It's more like, for example, me wanting to live in Tokyo. I've been saying that a lot, but it's only recently that I started working towards it, right? But I've been saying that since like a year back, you know? But I haven't been productive towards it, if that makes sense. Dodo Su, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. Deep Blue ni yokoso. Follow, arigato. Being able to say you're happy is a good thing. Being competitive also helps to reignite oneself, to make something, to make something better than your rival, and in a way it's a win-win because you get to improve yourself in the end, or at least that's how I see it. Yeah, I agree. Competitiveness is nice. It's just that I think, as me at least, as I grow older, there's certain, I still like competition, but I'm just too lazy for some sorts now, because I feel like as I grow older, there are some things that I just don't want to commit to anymore. You know, for example, like gaming. I reckon I could be a pretty decent gamer if I wanted to. In most common genres, probably. That's not a flex. That's just like, I know I can't do it because of lack of time commitment and everything like that. It's like a discipline that I don't want to commit to, you know? For example, I could play an MMORPG and be great at it, like probably be a good healer, tank, whatsoever. But I just don't feel like I want to commit to it at this stage of life. That's part of growing old, in it. I feel like, man, with the time that I commit in it, I could probably be doing other things. So it's like, whatever. I do still like the competitiveness of stuff, though. For example, if there are like competitive stuff at work, I used to do that with my team. I would be like, hey, yo, guys. This is for y'all's in project management or Scrum/Agile frameworks. This is gonna give you guys like flashbacks and PTSD. But I used to be like, okay, guys, so how many points do you reckon we could burn this week for this sprint? How about we put it up against the other teams and come out on top? So like my teams, because I gamified that shit, I made it like a competition for funs and shits and giggles. Back then we would like burn the most sprint points, or like be the most productive out of other teams. But also I had amazing developers back then on my team. Like the best developers were on my team for the whole place, the whole company, sorry. So yes, I used to always make everything a game. I used to always make everything a competition when I could. I usually don't compete. I rely on consistency and daily practice. Competition is to me just another activity I could try to socialize. I think you're the opposite of me, because I'm very much someone who's really go with the flow, and I would wing everything, and I would always say I'm a free spirit. Sorry. And I'm not really someone who's much disciplined and someone who works with consistency. If anything, I'm very erratic, I think, in the way I work. Erratic and volatile. Not my emotions, though. My emotions are very much well contained. It's just that my working habits and my productivity are very erratic and volatile. I used to always say that I blame my childhood for not getting enough discipline taught into me, but I know now that's not correct. Because it's more like I never really worked on it, and I always made excuses for myself for not being disciplined or being able to be consistent with things, when technically I could. But I keep on telling myself that I'm just someone who wings everything, you know. And I think it got really bad when I was put in a work environment where it's more like a laissez-faire, meaning there's not too much structure in it. You don't really get told what to do. I think I really faltered when that happened, when I was basically my own boss, and I was basically the one making my own to-do list, and then I saw the flaws of how I worked, and I couldn't. The excuse of I'm a free spirit can only go so far, right? So yeah, that's one of the major reasons behind I go through so much, so much effort finding ways to be more productive, more disciplined, and everything like that. Because if you tell yourself you're a free spirit, then you're always going to be a free spirit. Nothing's going to change. You got to admit that, you'd like to change, and maybe possibly you may be wrong, and slowly work on it. I believe that's how it is. It's less competition, more being vain, I guess. It's not, I want to be better than that guy. It's, I can't feel this. I'm supposed to be better than this. Hi, Shrewd Apollo, and also Slipknot. Welcome. That's fair, Rev. That's fair. But keep it healthy, okay? Don't let that become a toxic thing to yourself. Noira just stumbled on your channel a while ago. I guess it's a good place to stay for a while. Well, I hope I don't disappoint then. Welcome to the Deep Blue. We're just chilling. We're just chilling and yapping, honestly. I've just been yapping a lot since the start of the stream. And suddenly, it's already an hour into the stream. That's fucking crazy. I was mostly complaining about my day, and here I am instead. Now yapping about me life. That's how it is, isn't it? I'm supposed to be better than this is a phrase that haunts me. Yeah, you know, for me, I mean, I think that phrase applies too. But when every once in a while, I would make it up an excuse for myself, and it hurts me to actually admit this. But now I see my drawbacks. I see my what's the word I'm looking for? Is it forthcomings, or is that like a different word in my head? No, that's not right. Nah, that's not right. I see my... What the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Why do I always forget vocabulary? What is going on with me? English, hello? Oh, fuck it. Whatever. I think I need to read more books. What the fuck is wrong with my vocabulary? Well, basically what I'm saying is that I'm seeing where I falter and my negative traits and shit like that. But basically I now realize when I'm actually just making excuses for myself. So for example, if you say, I'm supposed to be better than this, after a while I'd be like, I think I've done enough. You know, I deserve some rest. When technically, is that true? I could be just doom scrolling so much, and I could be telling myself, I'm so fucking tired. I'm so tired and my mood is shit. I deserve some rest. Now ask yourself, is that an excuse to excuse yourself? Or is that actually true? Because for me, I think now I've come to realize that it's an excuse I make up for myself. It's because I doom scrolled, and thus I feel shit because I doom scrolled for too long, and now I'm excusing that behavior. So now I'm slowly working towards it because I've recognized that. Hi there, Risper. Hi, how are you? I already expected things might be going wrong, but you just underestimated. I always have certain expectations set for me. To this day, I will tend to self-deprecate when self-deprecate when I fail to meet them and have had to come up with self-care procedures to compensate. It's different in it for everyone. For me, that was the situation. So I don't know if I can relate to you, Shruta Polo. But on the topic of failure, I'm really someone who just like goes at stuff. Because in my head, there's this mentality where it's like, what's the worst that could happen? So I tend to, as long as it makes sense with whatever resources available you have, like obviously, always do risk assessment. You want to start a new business, and market research says that there's an 80% chance that you will fail, and you just barely have enough money to fund that, then don't do it, right? Obviously, it's subjective in that sort of way, so do take that into account. But like, other than that, mostly in my head, it's like, what's the worst that could happen? If it's not too bad, then go at it, right? If it fucks up, right? Failures are only failures if you don't learn from them. So what you gotta do is fail and then learn from it. That's the essence of an agile / scrum mentality, right? An agile framework is that you do things quick with minimal effort, and then you iterate along the way. You fail, and then you learn from it, and then you iterate. That's the best way to learning as fast as possible. And I think it was a startup whole phase of my life that taught me that, where failure is basically, rather than becoming something shameful or I'm afraid of, it's more like, okay, if I fail, so be it. I'll learn from it, you know? I'll come out of it better. I'll make it a lesson. Failures are valuable lessons. You can't learn if you don't fail. It's like, for me, I'm horrible at direction, right? But the best way for me to learn direction is to get lost. Experience is worth it, for real. used to complain about, damn, I should have done A instead of B, but try to minimize that because it won't change a lot. But also try to just make myself be better next time. I mean, you can't do anything about whatever you've done, right? Up till now, I still cringe over things that I have done, cringed over decisions that I have made, especially when I'm like slightly unsober. A lot, but like, what's it gonna do? Regretting is just gonna drag you down. So the best you could do out of anything of that is learn from it, right? That's the best you can make out of the situation. You can't just regret it. Regretting is just gonna fuck you over. Train my mind not to care about how many times I fail and care only about my energy and feelings from performing something. This mindset moves me forward for real. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And it is good that you guys, you know, I'm pretty sure everyone has their own way of like growing, of personal growth and becoming a better person on their own journey, because everyone's journey is different, right? I go through my own shit and you might not be able to relate to it, and vice versa. So that's why every time, I don't know, everything that I say can only be based on my own experiences. I don't think anything I say can be 100% applicable to like y'all's, right? So always take it with a grain of salt and cherry pick it according to whatever fits for you, yeah? Because I do think that everyone needs their own tailored solution to whatever lifestyle, journey, and experiences they've had. Does it count being a failure if your family constantly calls you one constantly? How does one pass 100% on a test? Does it count as a failure if your family constantly calls you one? No, if someone else calls you a failure, it's always relative, no? At the end of the day, I think it really depends. Does their opinion matter to you? That's how it is with everything, right? In some situations, what other people say might be very significant to your to you and your well-being. In other situations, it might not matter so fucking much, you know. For example, if you're doing work and someone tells you you're doing shit and they're telling you to improve and giving you tips to improve, then maybe listen to them, because you're at work. Other people who are getting affected by you are telling you about how to do better. But like, say you're getting married and you're pretty sure this is the girl you want to spend your life with, and then everyone else is telling you no, because who the fuck knows? I mean, would their opinion really matter? You know, maybe it didn't matter if it's a matter of course, these are very simplified situations, okay? Don't argue with me about the more complex stuff that could be behind it, but you get what I mean. It really depends on perspective. There are some situations where like what other people say is important. Other situations where not so much, right? It can be good insight learning from different perspective. Can't ignore my own failures. This really is the RTS brain socialization. But I view everything as a ratio. If I fail 4 times and succeed only twice, I will view that negatively. Then you need to learn not to. I mean, I think one thing people tend to overlook is that life is not about like just hard work and things will go right. Life is never like that. There's always like the RNG in everything that you do. So that sometimes you could be doing everything right and then you still fuck up. That's RNG. You know, you could be doing like me, for example, right? I think I'm the easiest example. I've been posting videos like fucking crazy. I have a total of 500 videos on my YouTube channel. I post about 2 to 3 shorts per week. I post about 2 to 3 videos, long form per week, on top of streaming 3 times a week and being always consistent. For instance, there are other people out there who debut much earlier and don't even post on YouTube, who are already partnered on Twitch and have many more viewers than I do. Technically, you could argue that I'm doing everything right, but I did not grow at that pace. But is it, you know what I mean? That's like the RNG at work. That's just how life is. So I don't think you can always like attribute, I don't think you can...
Drink some water, dummy.
If you want to put logic into the results of life, take it with a grain of salt, because RNG is always in there, right? That's what I mean to say. The D20 roll is always in everything. You could be doing everything right and it's still not going to go your way. And that's just how it is. You roll with the punches. I think becoming an adult and growing up and becoming wiser is understanding that not everything is up to one thing. You know, not everything is detrimental, is based on, unless it's of course like, I don't know, computerized stuff and calculations and math. That's a different thing, right? But like in general life stuff, I don't think that everything is purely by logic. You know, there's always that RNG that we can't explain. It just happens. That's just how life is. Hi there, Auntie. Hydrate. I shall hydrate. I'll drink my juice. Thank you. I will rarely just denote something down to chance. If I walk down an intersection that never has cars come through, and across that road the second a single car comes through, I can't believe chance would be negligent about that car. Even if it's the first time a car came down that road. It's always a chance though, it's always probability, and probability is technically logic. Everything's a probability. Everything's a statistic. So that's also why where RNG comes in. But like I can't make you change your mind because this is my perspective. I'm not gonna tell you guys, oh, your way of thinking is wrong. No, I'm not gonna do that. But like that's the perspective I'm coming from. Speaking of RNG, the bear soap I picked up at a random smell really good, and as a bonus, the whole bathroom smells like it. But wait, bear soap, bar soap? You mean? I was just thinking of like a soap in the shape of a bear. What does it smell like? Can't do everything right and get a bad result, just as you can do everything wrong and get a good result. True, true. It is what it is. By the way, me giving that whole story about me posting a lot of videos, it's not that I'm sad about it, it's just the truth. Beard soap. There's beard soap? You guys have special soaps for beards? I did not know that. But yeah, honestly, I'm posting that video, telling you guys about that whole video shenanigan and seeing other people succeed. Yeah, it puts me down sometimes. It makes me really sad sometimes, but really, it's not anyone's fault, right? Even if I work harder, it's not gonna guarantee anything. It's just, it is what it is. RNG. It is what it is. I really look at my life like a silly journey filled with good and bad jokes, because sometimes even when you try your best, it doesn't work out, and when you give up and hit low, you suddenly glow up. Yeah, there's a D20 roll to everything. Truly, life is like D&D. The package says hemp oil and wild hop. That sounds crazy. It does wonders for beards. Now I know. Now I know. The same, there's 18 different types of shampoo for women's hair. Do you have different soap types for beards? Like, why do you hate D&D, by the way? D&D is amazing. Like, is there some for, I don't know, curly beards, or like dark beard, grizzly beards, for goatees, you know? Do you have different soap types for like different beard types? You know, there are stuff for... there are special beard soaps maybe for if you style your beard often. Is that how it is? Really? I've learned something new today. And I don't know, is it actually like really, really good, or is it like a marketing ploy? A capitalistic marketing ploy to be like, here, let's make a specific soap for beards that's marketed towards men. I want to know, because like in my head I've always thought that like beard is just another part of your body with hair. So like I would have assumed like if you use whatever shampoo you use for your hair is probably good for your beard, question mark. But then again, I don't have a beard, so fantasy is not in your interest. Fair. It's mostly just normal hand soap made with a lot of good stuff in it. Ah, all right. That's fair. Do you guys use shampoo for your beard? Like, before discovering beard soap, would you use shampoo? It's actually not, because your hair are different on scalp and beard. That's true. You have like chin skin, facial skin, versus like scalp. Scalp, I think, is more sensitive, I would assume, compared to the skin on your face. I felt the need to use anything other than regular bar soap. I had a shampoo for it too. Interesting. I learned something new today. Thank you. Oh, by the way, today when I was commuting towards my workplace, I was listening to, once again, Ali Abdal's podcast. And the podcast is called Deep Dive with Ali Abdal or something like that. The topic was about living a fulfilling life outside of work, which had a few interesting topics as well that I think I may interest you guys with it. As fellow male viewer, I never knew about this stuff. You learned something new today then, Tetsuyuki. So guys, male viewers of the Deep Blue, male patrons of the Deep Blue, if you guys have a beard or looking to tend to a beard, there's beard soap out there that's apparently good for you. So try that out. Yeah. Life's RNG is brutally cold, but at the same time feels like a necessary parameter to keep new things happening. Can you imagine if life just worked out as you expected would? Wouldn't it be fucking boring? But yeah, a fulfilling life outside of work. It's interesting because the guy gave me a perspective where it's like, you have so many resources and seminars and professionals and consultants that help you optimize how you work, your productivity at work and at the workplace. But there is such a lack of resource, and nobody really talks about how you spend your days outside of work, how you spend your hours outside of work, and how optimized it is. Is it to your liking? Nobody ever talks about that. And I'm like, you know what? That's right. Nobody. He's like, okay, so you say, do you ever, people usually ask, do you ever look forward to your Mondays or your work days? But does anyone ever really ask, do you look forward to your weekends? Or do you look forward to the days you're outside of work? And for some people, actually even for me, it's even a hard question to answer. It's like, sure, easily you could say, yes, I look forward to the weekends because I don't have to work. But other than that, what are you doing on your weekends anyway? Do you really look forward towards it? What do you guys reckon about that, hey? Good morning, Eli. I'm doing good today. Just yapping a lot. How are you? And drinking some juice. Plenty of people ask that, especially at my workplace. Yeah, but like, have you ever like delved deeper into it? Like, do you really look forward to your weekends? Why? You know, in that sort of sense. Because I think people just say they look forward to the weekends just because, but then they never really take a look into how they spend their weekends or their days outside of work and whether it actually fulfills them, you know? Because I think, for example, if you get off work and on your weekends all you do is just doom scroll, are you really happy about that? Yeah, optimizing your days outside of work, more like. So how to make your days fulfilling or your hours fulfilling outside of work. That's the whole conversation of that whole podcast that I almost fell asleep to whilst I was on the way to work. My work is very physical, so after a week of being sore and stuff, the rest is very appreciated. Oh man, the weekend rest sounds good, eh? And like, wouldn't it be nice to just soak in the bathtub and have like bath salts in the bathtub after a physical day of work? It must be nice. Is it because each person has different ideas or approach to the weekend? I think a lot of people just have been focusing too much on how to be productive at the workplace, and they never really like thought about how to spend their days off properly. A lot of people just go for the easy solution, like binge watch Netflix or like doom scroll for days and stuff like that. And then they feel shit and they don't know why. Because they never really had the perspective to be like, okay, to optimize their days out of work, I guess. It's like, oh, I have this much time free on the weekend. How can I optimize it to make me feel most fulfilled? You know, how can I optimize it so I can become happier for the next day or something like that, basically. Optimizing your off days, your off hours. 840 plus, they all min-max their weekends. That's good then. That's good, Rev. Because I think it's mostly for the people who are workaholics, because I was like that too. Are you the rich and famous Noira the sea cat? Unfortunately, I am the broke and barely known Noira the sea fox. I'm sorry, guys. I think you went to the wrong Deep Blue. I think you went to the wrong place. This is unfortunately the sea fox who barely has a name to her. Barely has $1 to her name. I wake up at like 5 a.m. to go to the bakery at 6 a.m. just to have a brochin for breakfast. Brochin is the raw pork, right? Is that brochin? With onions and like bread. I started to work at a place I could work every day, but only 4 hours, so I shifted my life to be more balanced. But in the end, I wish I don't have to work at all because mainly it's for money. Unfortunately, that's how life is, right? We need money to to navigate around life. So yeah, unfortunately. Don't know where they get the mental fortitude to get up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday. I mean, I guess if you want it enough, or it becomes too much of a habit, you tend to just wake up, right? Greetings. I'm sorry to say, but I don't remember where I followed you from, but it's nice to meet you. Well, I'm glad that you're here now, and I hope I don't disappoint then. Glad to have you here, Geographic, and nice to meet you too. Hello, Oronix. It's just a type of bread. Wait, what do you call the loaf of bread with like raw pork and like onion? What is that? I thought that was brochin. Because I remember there was like a whole Twitter drama about, not a Twitter drama, but like this whole discourse on Twitter about Americans going, oh my god, you shouldn't eat raw pork, and then like the Germans just like telling the logic behind it. You don't understand. Matt Broshin? Yeah, it could be that. It could be that. You're done eating dinner. Welcome back. Welcome back. Because apparently in Germany, you guys have different standards for like maintaining your raw pork and stuff like that, so that it's safe for consumption. Me and my boss were having this conversation about work being easy to come and do if you take pride in it. Thoughts? The thing is, like, pride is not something you could just have. You know, it's a feeling. You can't just... It's like you can't just love someone. You know what I mean? So... Sure, it's easier when you take pride in it, but like, how do you even make pride happen? It's not, it's easy to say, I think, your boss, but like, also, there's no logic to it. Cool, it's dreamy and all, but like, how does it even make sense? How does that even work? Americans are highly ignorant of other cultures. It does not surprise me. I mean, frankly, I think if you're brought up on the idea that you're the most #1 country in the world, and to the point that you don't really want to check out other cultures or travel to other places, is it really unexpected? I'm not taking any shots, by the way. I'm not taking any shots, but like, that's my observation. I mean, obviously not everyone from America is like that. I have a lot of cool friends from America. Daddy on Weed is a crazy name. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, because sometimes coming from a Southeast Asian country and seeing how some Americans who have come to my country behave, that's my observation. But yeah, I don't want to make any... I don't want to turn this into like a political debate or anything like that. Please, no. I'm a VTuber. Please, let me sell escapism and daydreams. We don't want to talk about politics and shit like that. That's for the real world. Right now, you're talking with an anime girl. We don't want to talk about that shit. I still haven't finished my juice. I wonder if I could still have whiskey after this. We could talk about taxes, right? Oh, taxes is like on the edge, man. There was one day we talked about taxes. I don't know if we want to talk about taxes anymore. That one day that we talked about taxes, investment banking, and finance. Have you ever come to a VTuber stream where they talk about taxes, finances, and investment banking? Oh my god. I really like foreigners because it's so different, yet all have common human stuff. Right! It's amazing to meet people of other cultures. Medicon Maxa, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. More of that? No! I hate numbers. Stop making me talk about money. I hate numbers. I eyeball my finances. Why would I want to talk about taxes? I think what they're saying is kind of like saying, if you find a job you love, you never work a day in your life, or whatever it was. That's true, but like also at the same time, like I said, it's easy to say, but like, it's kind of unrealistic. I think even if you answer the question, okay, if there's one thing you could do for the rest of your life and money was not a question, what would you do? It's on the assumption that you wouldn't mind doing it for the rest of your life. But whether it actually happens or not and you end up loving the job or not, that's a different thing, innit? Was alcohol mentioned not long ago? I said something. Yes? Why? I said I wanted whiskey, but like I was having like stomach problems. Different countries, different taxes. Oh. You know, I was watching this this video. I've been watching a lot of like macroeconomics video. Have I told you guys? I've been watching a lot of like macroeconomics videos lately, like video essays and analyses. And one of the ones I watched recently was interesting. They said that Finland is the happiest country. City? I'm really bad with geography. I'm really bad with geography, guys. Oh God. Country. Country. Shut up. I got it right the first time around. Oh my God. You guys need to understand. I live in Southeast Asia, right? Y'all's in the West, like US and Europe. You guys are very far off to the point that I don't give a shit about you guys and you guys' geography. So you can't blame me for like you know, getting stuff wrong, okay? You guys are so far off. You guys are on the other side of the world. Like, why should I care? That's why I'm bad at geography. I don't remember stuff that I could actually Google, right? So Google's there, so I don't remember these things. It's a horrible habit. Please don't do the same thing that I do. I don't care about your geography, but I care about your people, like you guys. Anyway, the video essay was saying like how Finland is the happiest country in the world. And it was interesting because it's not as if like Finland used to come from like a very rich background, or does Finland have like the best weather because it's fucking cold there. And there's like a whole ass argument around it. But one of the things, I think the main point why they were so happy is because they were able to trust in the government. Okay, don't take my word for this, okay? I took it from like a video essay. I know nothing about the Finnish government or like politics, but apparently it's because they could trust the government, aka if you have lack of funds, or you suddenly go bankrupt, or you have an unexpected child or something like that, you could trust that the government will provide help because the taxes are so high in Finland. And the taxes are used quite optimally in Finland to help with the population. There's a lot of trust in the government and trust with thy neighbors in Finland. That's a TLDR, I believe, from the video I watched, and I thought that was very interesting. We have 17k islands, can't be ass looking at others. That's also a fair point. Come on, you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys don't really know much about Indonesia either, except for Bali, right? Come on, you guys can't judge me on that. I know what you're referring to. The government is able to tell exactly what they plan on using. Yeah, I think in Australia they also do that. They release a report on exactly how they use the government funds and like how much is spent on each sector and like what it boils down to. Nordic countries have a high social trust. Bali's in Indonesia, not the other way around. Yeah. I found it so funny that back then when I was in Australia, a lot of people were like, where are you from? It's like Indonesia. Where is that? It's like, Bali? Oh yeah, Bali! Then they know. They only know Bali, man. It's like Bali's a singular whole country by itself. I wish my government would use my taxes to help me. I don't know. I don't know anything about politics, and like, it made me empathize as well about how much of a bitch it'd be to work at the government, right? Because I think the government, I hope this isn't politics, because I think it's more like an observational thing. It feels like people or like the population of a country treats the government in a very desensitized way, as if it's a corporation, and they don't they don't see the people who are working inside of it and how much of a headache it is to manage so much money and consider so many things for so many people about the economy, and then the microeconomics, the macroeconomics, and then the effects it has on, like, you know, fucking funding and investment and debt, etc., and political standing and everything like that. It must be such a bitch to work at the government. I don't think I'd ever want to do that. But yeah, that was the one thing that came to me was I was like watching these video essays. It must be so fucking hard to manage so many people. Oh man. And then just having people collectively blame the government for a little mistake, but like the whole of the government gets like the shits. You know what I mean? But then again, I guess corporations are also the same. That's how it is, right? That, whatever I said wasn't technically politics, right? It's mostly an observation of governmental bodies. Meanwhile, Indo government just, let's pick Finland as example for happiness, but didn't take a deeper look at it. Wait, ID Indo, right? Yeah? Wait, are you Indo or Tetsuyuki? Look at Indo and pauses. Yeah. Then Jake Paul said, England is my city. Isn't that like something that Manchester United says or something like that? Might be wrong. My soccer days have been over for a very long time. I don't want to upset a lot of Manchester United fans. The trick is to not take any accountability, just earn some money. But it is kind of a corporation. They are institutions not only because they have massive resources to work at the problems we the country face, and also massive salaries for government employees so that they have to work right or else be judged for it. Yo, if that's fair, that's fair. Planning to go to Indonesia, what or where should you go or do? Other than Bali? I would only recommend Bali, but you could try going to Jogja. Jogja's nice. It's very green and like there's a lot of things to see in Jogja. If you want to have a little bit of cleanse for your eyes and see a lot of greenery, I would suggest Jogja. But don't come within the next few months because it's rainy as fuck. World building is crazy. I've only heard the use of world building in the context of D&D. In the USA's defense, most countries size-wise are fairly smaller. Dude, have you seen the population of Indonesia and like how tiny ass Jakarta is? It's fucking crazy. But like, it's interesting, you know, seeing how, for example, another thing that I watched about the other day was how Myanmar and Thailand are basically geographical neighbors, but they're just so different. Thailand is flourishing, Myanmar is having a lot of like civil war, politics problems, etc. Right? And when I watched the video essay, it was saying that it boiled down to the fact that Myanmar got colonized once and it was basically shits since then, versus Thailand managed to avoid colonization. And I'm like, that's interesting how colonization in history just changes so much. But that's yeah, you guys should watch that. That was a very interesting video essay that I watched about the differences between why Myanmar is like so in such a difficult situation versus Thailand, who's relatively flourishing. UK can fit in the state of Texas. You know, when you take a Western country and compare it with like a Western city / state or whatever Texas is, it doesn't make sense in my head because it's just like, oh, I can't relate to that. You guys are so far off in the West. I can't. I have zero imagery in my head. It's more like foreign active sabotage. Why are we talking about this stuff again? Oh yeah, we're just talking about like the video essays that I've been watching because I think these things are very interesting. It's like IRL law, dude. I watch a bunch of weird shit on YouTube, by the way. Also, countries have been colonized, but there are worse cases of exploitation and actual sabotage than others. Yes, but I don't really want to get into it because, like, you know, like I said, we want to avoid talking about such things, and I don't want to get cancelled, guys. So I'm gonna avoid talking about these things that I barely know about. Poland around 120 years ago got partitioned by her neighbors, and you can to this day see where Germany, Austria, and Russia had their influence. Irish law? Fuck off! Out of everyone, you call me, you say I'm using Zoomer as terms. You're lucky I'm not saying it's like, oh, Sigma knowledge here. Sigma history. It's not history, it's Sigma story. Sorry. Journey to the West. Nah, I feel like, because I've never been to the US, I've never really been to like the West and stuff like that, so I really can't relate. I really want to though, one day, but like it's so fucking expensive to go to the US, and like it's so far. It's like a 24-hour flight. So one day, guys, one day, maybe if one day your Sea Fox becomes a decently sized VTuber and gets invited to TwitchCon, imagine that. Maybe one day I can go to the US. Thank you, okay graphic. Thank you. I'm glad you like my design. Only 16 hours? What do you mean? You don't live where I live at Decatonics. It's like 24 hours from Indo. Let me check. Yeah, oh no, it's 21 hours and 30 via Tokyo. Oh, no, it's 21 to 23 hours pretty much. Yeah, so not 20. I mean, some is 24 depending on how long you transit for. But like the minimum is 21 hours. Just fly in the opposite direction and gain 24 hours instead. That's crazy. Yeah, because I think Philippines is a tad bit closer to the US. From Indo, it's like 24. We do like older women. Do you like a woman who's older by 24 hours? If yes, I'll fly the other way. Today is my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, oh Fig. Happy birthday. Chat, say happy birthday to Fig, would you? Found you randomly on YouTube, sub from Texas. What, Texas? What's up? Good morning to you, Blood Moon. How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, today has been crazy, Yap, hasn't it? We've been talking about my life, and we talked about the random ass video essays. Oh my god, English. Video essays that I've watched, and almost touched on politics, but stuck to IRL law instead and history, which is good. We're setting boundaries here. Quite a yap. Yeah, happy birthday to you, Fig. And now it's Fig's birthday. Happy birthday, Fig. See, tell me, do you ever get these sort of talks from other VTubers? Should I be jealous of other VTubers? Or do I have nothing to worry about? Because I have y'alls all to myself, because you can only get such stuff from me. Huh? Okay, drop your offerings at my shrine now, pronto. Offerings of whiskey and dark beer, please. Only a lot more deranged, so I appreciate you. I thank you. Wait, are you saying I'm the one who's a lot more deranged, or whoever you watch? What do you mean, hello food, Reva? The others are? I'm pretty sure they're not that much deranged. Hey, in other words, more deranged might mean more entertaining, you know? To be fair, I think that's the VTuber meta, right? The crazier you are, the more entertaining you are, which isn't technically a bad thing. I think it's a skill. For reference, the farthest I've driven in the UK is about 14 hours and 30 minutes. And the farthest I've driven in Texas is about 16 hours. Wait, driven with brakes, right? Need the Noira vibes in my life. Loud equals funny formula. It's true. Today, whilst I was stuck in 2 hours of traffic and my phone was dead, Kami! Thank you for the 200 bits. Cheer! Cheers! Arigato! Thank you, Kami. How you doing? Thank you, Kami, for your contribution towards the Deep Blue. See, you guys help me lessen the costs of VTubing so much. Thanks, guys. The costs of upkeep for the Deep Blue You guys are helping so much. And it lets me spend on emergency stuff such as my vet bills. Thank you guys. Can I get a wish? I want everyone to be happy and I am able to help everyone. Oh, that's sweet. Of course you can. And I hope that wish comes true, eh? Is the farthest drive possible in each area? Ah, I see. Do you like VTubing? What question is that, River? What question is that? Yes, you are back for another Yappathon, Kami. What the fuck was I saying earlier? Yeah, I was like thinking in my car for within that 2 hours drive when my phone was off. I was thinking, I wonder if I would be in a better place VTubing wise and have more viewers if I was more VTubery. You know what I mean? Decatonic super chat, arigato. Thank you for the super chat, Decatonic. Thank you so much. Yes, every little bit helps, truly. It means so much to me. Thank you. You tried to strike up a conversation. That's fucking cute, Reva. That's fucking cute. This type of vibes is really interesting while listening to slice of life advice. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, right? Don't you guys reckon? If technically, the thing is like, I really do respect people or entertainers or VTubers who are able to play with the meta or like are able to be... When I say the meta, there are certain metas if you observe, okay? I don't know if I'm observing wrong or if my observation is wrong, but there are metas, right? For example, I'm not saying it's particularly bad or something. If you lean more towards lewd jokes, that's somewhat the meta for like I'm not gonna say most, but like a lot of the VTubers that I have observed of like significant sizes. Like leaning more towards lewd and sexualized jokes and stuff like that. And being more gremlin-y and loud. And I respect people, content creators who are able to lean into that meta because I do think it's a whole bunch of effort. It's dedication, it's commitment. And the thing is, like, I can't. I don't think I could do that because VTubing wise, I came into VTubing as a streamer first. I did not know about VTubers until I started VTubing. I just wanted to stream without a face, mostly, right? So, and also I don't think I can commit to such meta in a way. So yeah, I thought, I wonder what it'd be like if I actually played the meta, you know? And this is, like I said, it's not in a bad way or anything in particular. It's just a random pondering, and it's not as if I could do it anyway. I don't think I could. I feel like you got your niche, and you're being your authentic self, plus you still get your consistent numbers. That's a win-win in my book. I guess it is. But a girl can't help wonder what would happen if I got a D20, right? Thank you though, thank you. Isayoy Hotaru, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. Just like a singular meta stream. Do you guys happen to observe these sort of metas? Like maybe from the Oshis you watch and stuff like that. Is there a certain, I don't know, commonality you observe between the VTubers that you watch? Those VTubers are known as lewdtubers. I don't think it's particularly lewdtubers though, because like making sexual jokes or like lewd jokes versus actually doing lewd stuff, I think it's different. I can think of one who has a sidekick she uses her model for. Yeah, I mean, we know a few, right? But I think there is also a distinct difference between lewdtubers and making lewd jokes, because honestly, I make lewd jokes sometimes too. Is your face revealed already? No, why? And why are you asking such things? Do you really want a VTuber to face reveal? You should be happy that I'm not breaking your fantasy yet. You should be happy that I'm still an anime girl. Why would you want an anime girl to be real? It's better as an anime girl, man. Let anime girls stay anime girls. Perfect hair, perfect skin, polar skin, perfect makeup always. You know, large boob sizes without any back pain. Why would you want a real girl if you could have an anime girl? Midterms engineering draft subject. How could I help him? Really want to help him. I think you should just ask him what he's having difficulties with first, Decatonics. Oh, thank you, Rio. Thank you. Just like when you're trying to solve a user's problem, you always ask the user what's up. You find their pain points first. A book called VTubers and Taxes. VTuber Award nominations are alive, and Noira can absolutely win Zatsudan or just chatting Rising Star. No, I really don't think so. But thank you, Kami. Oh my god. So for you guys that don't know, there are the VTuber Awards happening right now, the one by Filion. And one of the reasons I haven't been like telling anyone of you guys about it or like talked about it at all is because I really don't think I'll ever get into it. I'll never be there anyway. So I'm like, I'll just, it's okay if I stay quiet about it, right? I feel like, thank you for the hydrate. I feel like in a way it's like each VTuber have their own distinct personality and Noira have really distinct vibes. Oh, thank you. Cause like, personally, I hope this doesn't come off as like narcissistic or anything like that. Because I'm the one who's doing the streams. I'm the one hosting the streams. I don't really know what's it like being a viewer. So I can only rely on you guys' perception of me and what you guys think of me, because I really don't know what's it like watching myself. So the ideal mental image of ourselves, I feel like. That's fair. Nor do you always rule stream? I have Twitch but hate the randomly placed 8 ads. Yes, I do. But also if you go on YouTube, unless you have YouTube Premium, you will get bombarded by ads too. So if you want 0 ads, truly, either get YouTube Premium or on Twitch, you get a sub. Unfortunately, that's how it is. You're so cool. Oh my god. Should I be promoting myself in it? Because I really thought that I wouldn't have a chance at all. You know? So that's why I haven't like mentioned it at all. If any of you view something or someone. Obviously, Cactus! Christmas gift. Oh my god, stop, y'all. But thank you, I really do appreciate it. I'm just talking about not deprecating yourself. You should strive for your success, and being on that show would absolutely drive some people to at least check out your content. Yeah, but honestly, okay, the other side of the coin is also, I think, I don't know. Have you guys ever been anxious of the thought of sudden fame? Like, it's a needless thought, but like something in me is like, okay, this is my comfort zone. I don't know what I'd do if I suddenly had an influx of viewers. Even though technically I know it'll be fine. It's just like, I don't know, I'm scared for no reason, you know? I know you don't really need it, but it's nice to know you get recognized for all the work. It would. Thank you, Kami, and whoever has voted for me. Thank you so much. I'll try. Because you guys are supporting me. I'll try. Thanks, guys. I'll promote it. I'll announce it on all platforms. Maybe tomorrow or something like that. When is it? When is it until? Like when the nominations until? Why I like anime girls because of face? Because I mean I like anime girls because of their face and the design in their boobs technically, but yeah, VTuber is definitely personality as well. But also, to be fair, yeah, this is being totally honest. I don't think I could watch a VTuber even if they have like the best personality if I don't like their model. I think I would prefer them to be a faceless streamer. This is me being super honest though, because I'm a very visual person. Sudden fame is literally how every famous content creator become famous. You're right. I don't know. There's like this nagging feeling behind my heart that's just like, do you really want sudden fame? You know, it doesn't make sense. But like, you know, I trust it. I'll trust you guys. Because you guys are supporting me. I'll see what I can do. You'd yap the same whether you have 300 or 300 viewers. The quality of Noira streams will always be good. Stop! up? Do you want to make me cry or something? I already cried over the weekends because we watched Klaus. Have you guys watched Klaus? Oh my god, I am. I do believe that Klaus is the best animated Christmas movie, along with Rise of the Guardians. Two of my favorite now, Klaus and Rise of the Guardians. Shotzi, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. Model attracts people and the person behind make them stay. True. But like, are you guys as visual as I am? As in, would you guys stay if you guys didn't like the model? It's my belief that Son is something that would be good for you and that you deserve it. Thanks, guys. I think Noira's vibe is just comfy with giving advice or perspective on improving oneself. That's what I saw from Noira as of recently. What is this? A Facebook testimonial page? Are you guys dropping testimonials for me? Holy shit. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it for real. You guys are so kind. Jesus. Depending on the person. What are y'all boomers? In my case, model is secondary to personality, but on the other hand, if the model was some eldritch horror beyond my comprehension, I think that I'd either go insane, try to comprehend it, or I just not process it. Okay, what if, okay, this VTuber has like the funniest personality ever you've ever seen. It was like super entertaining, but their model was like a literal giant cockroach. And I'm not talking about like Matara Khan. I'm not talking about Matara Khan. I'm talking about like literal IRL cockroach. But it's rigged. What would you do? I don't think I could watch that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot. I would be freaked out, bro. Roach-chan. Wait, Roach-chan? Isn't Roach-chan the clipper? I honestly subscribe mostly because of it talking instead of model. Thank you. I want to be able to, man. Not just hyper realistic, like actually just realistic, right? Like I said, I would prefer they were just faceless, versus having a model at that point. That's me being for real. But that's like my preferences. It doesn't diminish their content and the quality of content, I don't think so, but it's like a visual preference. Like, when you prefer certain products or services just because of how they look or how they're branded, same thing. I prefer, let's say, Amazon versus eBay because Amazon has a better UI or a better look. Well, that sort of thing. A cockroach with little pullable antennas and little scorchable flesh. Ew! Literally did a stream with a roach avatar. Yeah, I saw that stream. Was it the one he was making the bow candle, right? I watched that stream of his. Have you seen the Game Award nominees? Oh my god, guys. Yeah, the Game Award nominees. Usada Pecora. Pecora is a nominee. Have you guys seen that? Don't forget to vote for Pecora. And at the same time, the model is really interesting. Like each rigger might have different takes on the model, and that combined with personality is just perfect. I mean, sure, if it's made in like a very humorous sort of way, but if it was like a physics realistic cockroach, I don't think I would or could. But yes, don't forget to vote for Pecora in the Game Awards because I think it'd be amazing if a VTuber would win that. Pecora especially. And if you happen to be voting for the VTuber Awards, I guess if you deem me worthy, if you reckon I deserve it, vote for me in one of the... What were the categories even? Oh my god, I was honestly trying to avoid it just because of how insecure I was. I haven't even like checked the VTuber Awards at all, but what categories are there? Shoji Duncan, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. Was here in the raid the other day during the end of your long karaoke. Thank you. Hope you enjoy your stay here, Shoji. This hidden gem. Birthday / anniversary. Oh, was it Was it last week? Yeah, last week. Thank you for actually coming back to check me out again. I am actually getting a phobia of cockroaches because of my childhood. I have a phobia of cockroaches, full stop. I think they just look disgusting. Oh my lord. Hidden gem? Yeah, sure. Should we... If I would be deemable for one category, would it be hidden gem? Should I announce that? To encourage people to vote for me? Question mark. The thing is, like, these voting things are so weird because, like, for if you guys noticed, the Indonesian VTuber Awards, I got nominated. So there was no voting involved when I got nominated. I've always felt like it was weird and awkward to ask people to vote for you. I don't know why. There's best ASMR, best Zatsu, also hidden gem as well. At least that's something that I remembered. So, what do you reckon? Best Zatsu, best hidden gem? Hidden gem? You're kind of hidden and a gem. Oh, thank you. It means hag? What? The oldest VTuber? Not hag. I'm Onesan, so obviously I'm not in the oldest VTuber category, right? Perceived as disgusting because your body is kind of wired to perceive them as disgusting due to them being a transmitter of diseases. I mean, mosquitoes are transmitter of diseases, but like we don't see mosquitoes as disgusting. They're fucking annoying. They're little bitches, but they're not disgusting, right? Hag love, Onesan love, more like. Let's open up VTuber Awards. Some people are freaked out by them. Well, obviously they don't live in Southeast Asia then. What's the site for VTuber Awards? What I'm surprised by is that, remember, you know, the video essay I was talking about how happy people were in Finland. Apparently Finland has a lot of mosquitoes. Is that true? Do any of you guys know? Have you guys been? Because it's weird in my head. Because usually in my head, if it's like cold, you usually don't have mosquitoes in cold weather. The voting is not yet open for VTuber Awards. Wait, it's not yet open? What are you talking about? Isn't it open? Awards Fillion. Because I see people posting like, vote for me, yada yada. So I thought it was open. Dude, it's open. What are you talking about? The nominations are open. It's open since the 9th of November. So yeah, let me link it to you guys. If you guys would like to kindly vote for me, you can. Mayhaps, if you guys are generous. Here you go. Evolved to be cold resistant. Wait, what happened? What did I miss in chat? Yeah, for real. Still water lets mosquitoes breed so they can multiply there in summer. I mean, Finnish summer can't be that hot, right? Let me check. Why are there are there mosquitoes in Finland? Mosquitoes are extremely widespread throughout central and southern Finland in late June and July, especially near open water and in the evening just around dusk. Some people may develop an unpleasant allergic reaction to mosquito bites. Why? Why are there so many mosquitoes in Finland? What? Who the fuck? Wait. Is it illegal to kill mosquitoes in Finland? Who the fuck asked that on Google? I was like trying to look up stuff about mosquitoes in Finland, and like one of the results is it illegal to kill mosquitoes in Finland? What the fuck? That's crazy. Wow, the thought that someone would think that it's illegal to kill mosquitoes blows my mind. Why are there so many mosquitoes toes in Finland? Could you imagine mosquito rights? Mosquito rights, fuck that. Oh, see, the countries with the greatest populations of mosquitoes are Brazil, Indonesia, Australia, and Philippines. Australia! Australia doesn't have as much mosquitoes as Indonesia. Indonesia is fucking crazy. Especially, it's gotten to the point that I think at one point I got like kinda immune. I remember having not gone back to Australia for the longest time. I went back to Australia and I thought that Australia had like the dopiest, slowest fucks of mosquitoes ever. I thought they were like super slow compared to like Indo mosquitoes. Are the mosquitoes really bad? And wait, I still want to know why there's so many mosquitoes in Finland and I can't find an answer to it. Do you think you're capable to stream 24 hours? No. 1, I have IRA responsibilities, and 2, I don't want to. I like my health, guys, and I like my balance, my life balance. My inner sea just couldn't help but to be battle ready when hear any mosquitoes nearby. Same. Does Australia have like super big mosquitoes? They're kind of big, but like not super big. They're kind of big though. They're like big and dopey. They're like super slow. I can't find anything on Google talking about why there are so many mosquitoes in Finland. Let me check what the AI overview says. Finland has many mosquitoes because of its moist wooded areas, which provide ideal breeding grounds. The country's climate, latitude, altitude, precipitation, and other factors also contribute to the abundance of mosquitoes. Really? Most of Finland's 41 mosquito species reproduce in small bodies of water formed by melting snow and ice. That's new. So it's actually the cold winters and the weather that actually leads to more mosquitoes because it produces a lot of puddles. Cold winters can lead to spring puddles that are ideal breeding grounds for mosquitoes. That's so interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, it's rather the puddles. We have 41 different species. It's crazy, isn't it? So it's actually because of the melting snow and stuff like that. Interesting, because I never would have figured that out. Assuming that whatever AI overview is correct, because I scrolled through the first page of the Google search results and I couldn't find anything. So we'll have to... We could do a deeper dive, but like, do we really want to find out that much about like mosquitoes in Finland? That's like an oddly niche topic to be talking about as a VTuber. Mutated winter mosquitoes, like what? Bucky, the Winter Soldier? This is such random things to be talking about as a VTuber. Holy shit. I finally finished my juice. Oh, whoops. I don't know. Why were we talking about Finnish mosquitoes? I don't remember. Mosquito talk beats tax talk. You're not wrong. We're talking about mosquitoes. It's still better than talking about taxes, right? Thank you for the hydrate. I shall drink water. Nah, I don't think I should have whiskey today. What streams do we have this week? We have Crime Scene Cleaner later towards the end of the week. Maybe we could drink whiskey then. Although nobody technically plays that game anymore, I think. Do you guys remember that time I played Crime Scene Cleaner? It was a while ago, man. It was a long time ago. I call it the Yandere simulator. But it's really not. It's just like talking about murder scenes, like cleaning up murder scenes. Like whiskey. I know, we'll have whiskey on Thursday, yeah, instead. You can always be that one average player on stream, right? What inspired your model? Vaporeon. Nah, it's just, I don't know. I think even when I was like a faceless streamer, I would always have the first PNG that I had before PNG tubing was a thing. I used to have an avatar of me being a fox-ish. And I think it just has carried on. That's why I'm a sea fox now, right? And I really like the color blue and the seas and the waters. So thus, this is the design. And I hope you guys like it. How have you been? pretty long time. Welcome, Phantom. Good, I'm good, and I hope you've been good. Yeah, we're playing that towards the end of the week, so we could be cleaning up crime scenes over a glass of whiskey. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? And maybe we should play jazz in the background. That would be classy as. We'll see. And then tomorrow we're playing Black Myth Wukong. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This week is like the anti-social week because I feel like recently we've been doing a lot of collabs. So it's nice to have a chill week this week. Because the week after, next week, I will have a collab with do you guys know Mythos? Do you guys know Mythos? The VTubing company Mythos? The only crime Noira would be guilty of is having looks that could kill. Damn, thank you for the compliment, Kami. First reaction when I saw a YouTube shot on you was, hot damn, she's got a good point. And my second reaction was, holy shit, the hair looks so good. Yeah, hopefully. I can't wait to show you guys my 2.0 model. I hope that it won't disappoint you guys when it comes, the design. Mythos, it's the VTuber company with like a bunch of Greek gods. Like Zeus, Poseidon, Ares, you know, Dionysius and stuff. Yeah. So I'll be collabing with Zeus of Mythos next week. And I don't know who else. But for now, I think Zeus is locked in. And we'll have like a few more people, I think. Oh, this Zeus is like a fucking sweetheart though. I will fight you if you hate her. She's a bloody sweetheart. Yeah, we'll be having a nice little cozy wet fishing session with Zeus. And I'll be asking her about like, how is the weather nowadays? Why are you so angry? Why is there so many typhoons in the Philippines? What did she do? What did the Philippines ever do to you? Blush Central, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. Yeah, Zeus, why did it rain so hard today that it took me like 2 hours to come home from due to traffic? Zeus, why? No, I will not rob her of her happiness by asking her about typhoons and traffic and downpour and rain. I won't. We're just gonna be talking about life. There's not a single VTuber group I don't know. Damn. You really are a purveyor of VTubers, huh, Kami? How many VTubers do you watch, Kami? I'm curious. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Sheena. You demand your daily YAPPUCCINO? We've been at it for like the past 2 hours already. You'd be impressed by the lengths we have gone through at this point. We've talked about what did we talk about earlier? About life, a lot of stuff about life, and I think just me being a tad bit sentimental, a tad. And then we talked about geography and IRL law and like countries and history. And then we talked about the mosquitoes of Finland. It sounds so ridiculous when I say it out loud. And now we're just I don't even know what we're talking about now. It's been a whole ass crazy yap. I only watch Noira and never cheat, really. But like, I'm very generous, you know. I don't mind if you watch other VTubers. For now, at least, I don't mind. You know, it's alright. You can confess your sins. I won't be angry. Taxes, mosquitoes, and macroeconomics. Yes, that's what we've been talking about. It's been a nice stream. Glad you guys are enjoying it. Sad to say, I only got half an hour of yap in me. Nah, I mean, if you guys ought to go, then it's okay. You guys ought to go. Just make sure you guys come back to me the day after, yeah? But now, for real, if you guys got to look and everything, it's cool. I appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, and we talked about my potential of being included in VTuber Awards. Although I don't know how possible that is, but I'll try at least. There's no harm in trying, right? Last time I confessed my sin, my ex almost kidnapped me. That's a fucking crazy story. What the hell is that story? What do you mean she almost kidnapped you? can watch others, just not while she's streaming. Honestly, if VTubers are a rabbit hole, I've done my way into Wonderland. I would say that at least. Damn. Honestly though, I don't mind if you guys watch other VTubers, obviously. Because it is what it is, right? It's like food. Every day you might prefer to eat something else, and it is what it is. But like, being jealous and being a yandere sells, so like, you know, that's why I'm like, haha, who are you watching? Haha, I'm not jealous, nah. I'm kidding, but like, yeah, for real. I mean, it's totally cool to watch other people. I ain't no gatekeeper. I'm a very generous God. I'm a very generous and merciful God. Hi there, Steve. Marshall Datey. No, I was like telling chat that it's okay to watch other VTubers. Don't feel bad about it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a jealous bitch, man. I'm not a jealous bitch. Kent, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. So what I'm hearing is you like to watch. Do you just spin my words and make it seem as if I like watching voyeuristic adventures? Because that's what it sounds like. Yeah, what were you talking about? can we talk about something that's a tad bit, you know, less risky? Sail 7 seas, get the doubloons. Yeah. Oh, right. I was gonna tell you guys that I'm currently working with a friend who kind of get my streaming room upgraded a tad. Noira likes it when we cheat, confirm. Damn, what a way to spin things. Hey, sure. I mean, if that makes you like me more, I mean, who am I to say no, right? if that's how you want to remember the sea fox, then what am I to say? I'm just an anime girl on the internet. You can do anything with an anime girl on the internet, right? You can't put any narrative on an anime girl on the internet. That's the great thing about anime girls, right? Does the upgrade include a stash of explosives? Damn, bro. Do you want to rid your sea fox that much? Sheesh. If your model cuddles with someone, will the ears and tail get the person wet? Or is there some magical things protecting them? You know, technically I can turn these ears and tail off. Like, it's magic. So technically I could take them off. But like, if you do touch them, they're wet. But I look better with my ears. That's why I always have them up. Do you have a minute to talk about our Lord Savior of RTS genre? Oh my god, you and your RTS genre or Warhammer? Always evangelist of RTS at Warhammer. Her rev. The stash of explosives is meant to be used by the Sea Fox, not on the Sea Fox. Ah, thank you. Good to hear. Good to know. You can turn them off. Technically, yes. Technically, these are magic ears. So yes, if I'm lazy, I could technically turn them off. But because the VTubing industry is very competitive and you guys probably like girls with extra ears compared to normal human ears, thus I have these on. Thus you have your sea fox, right? And you never see your sea fox without these ears. Don't you have both of them? Yeah, but obviously you guys like it more when I have like other ears, not just like normal human ears, right? Ugh, boring. Oh my god, hi Veggie. Yes, don't worry. I know how capitalism and the economy works. I'm wise enough to know that. I've been alive long enough to see how the wheels turn and the wheels work. The wheels of capitalism. But yes, I am getting my room renovated soon. Currently the plans and schemes and schematics are being schemed. Hopefully Veggie, thank you for the prime sub! Thank you for the prime sub, Veggie. Appreciate it. How's you, dude? Thank you. Thank you for your contribution to us at Deep Blue. Hopefully we get to reduce the reverb that's happening in my room. If you guys can hear it, there's like quite huge reverb. And I hope there's more sound dampening as well so that you guys don't hear my keyboard as much. And I get to make better recordings for like music and stuff like that. So I can't wait for that to happen. And hopefully my neighbors will hear me less when I belt and sing. So I don't get the risks of possible noise complaints. Guys, we can only watch other VTubers who aren't blue. Noira has to be the only blue tuber you give your heart to. You know Nerissa is blue, right? Do you really want to give up Nerissa for me? I don't think so. I wouldn't give up Nerissa for anything, bro. Also, there are a lot of blue VTubers. Pecora is also blue. You know. And her mom is also blue. Would you give up Mama Usada? Would you give up the mom? Huh? Usada Mama? Nah? No, you wouldn't. You would not. Nah. Because I wouldn't. Would you give up Kobo Kanairu? I don't think so. There's too many blue VTubers you wouldn't give up. Because I wouldn't. Nah. Giving up Nerissa. What are you, crazy? Giving up Suise. What are you, crazy? But thank you for entertaining that thought. And thank you for the gigantify emote. I just saw Kami. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. You guys can have other blue VTubers. It's all good. But I was gonna say I can only be the only C VTuber you watch, but Kobo is technically also a C VTuber. There are also a lot of C VTubers, so it's okay. I'm good with like being the only sea fox. Not as if you could find another sea fox, right? Per shade of blue, problem solved. That works. That works. That works. It's okay. Sorry for the coughs, by the way, guys. 3D Sun is still sick because it is currently sick season here. A lot of throat problems, a lot of inflammation to the throat and shit like that because of the rainy weather and like shitty tropical storms and shit like that. So I apologize for the coughs. Lee Jandani, hi. So collab with Kobo is a probability in the future? Bro, dude, stop feeding me dreams. Stop feeding me dreams. Collab with Kobo, that's fucking crazy. Time to answer to Bao and Gura. Oh my god. Nah. You would not. You would not. You would not. I'm good. How are you, Legendani? There are actually a lot of CVTubers. Shy Lily is technically also a CVTuber, no? Megalodon as well? Quick, guys, off the top of your head, who's a CVTuber you guys can think of? So what are you going to play when you collab with Kobo? Stop. Why are you still feeding me these delusional dreams? You stop capping, bro. Stop capping. Do you want something? Because it's working. But Lily is more of a black orca. Yeah, but she's a sea VTuber. She's a sea creature. Poseidon from Mythos is also a sea VTuber. Lily, Isn't everyone a sea VTuber since we all evolved out of sea creatures that out-evolved their sea-born counterparts? If that's your logic, then technically we're all like magma/fire VTubers because we all started from like volcanic shit. I did not mean volcanic shit in the literal sense, but like volcanic eruptions and activity and whatnot. So technically we're all part fire/heat VTubers. You're the only VTuber I watch? Well, I am honored. Kobo Cola will be after Suisei's? Oh my god, the Suisei who is like currently everywhere in Japan? That's crazy. That's crazy. We're all carbon-based creatures. Is Mia can't see... Is Mia... Mia is a hybrid, right? If I remember correctly. I don't want to get it wrong. Let me check her Twitter. What second question? Mia. You're talking about Mia... What the fuck? Mia Marina, right? That's the Mia you're talking about? She's Ghost Shark. Is that what she is? I guess. Oh my god, she has this question on Twitter. Okay, important question. Can you be a VTuber and a normie at the same time? Do you guys reckon? Can you be a VTuber and a normie at the same time, guys? I haven't followed Mia. I'll follow her. How have I not followed her? Dude, I'm pretty much a normie outside of VTubing, man. What are you talking about? Guys, I'm an example here. What happens if someone drinks from your ears or tail? You die because it's seawater. Do you know what happens when you drink seawater? You get dehydrated as fuck. Yeah. I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm like the normiest of normies though. But I can be normie enough. Question mark? Not sure if Noira is willing to collab with smaller VTubers like Kobo Susu. Damn, bro! Don't get me cancelled like that. Shit. Do you... The herd of like haters that would like jump on me? That's fucking crazy, man. Stop. Stop right there. Lots of VTubers have whole ass families, so absolutely. That's true, that's true. I know at least 2 VTubers that don't even watch anime. What would you define as normie? Let's get that straight first. What would you decide? What would the traits of a normie be? How about we start from that? What do you guys reckon? Because technically I think I'm normie in the sense because I'm more normie supposedly than most VTubers because I did not come from like the VTubing culture. Like I said, I come from more like a streamer / content creator who just wants to stream without a face. And then I learned about the VTubing stuff. Normie is a person that is not me and is boring to me. Damn, okay. I can't subscribe to the idea of a VTuber who doesn't watch anime. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Do you have a retirement fund? That's pretty normie. That's cute. Not knowing much of internet culture and not having a hobby you are deep in. But even normies have hobbies, like golf, no? Man, golf is like one of the normiest hobbies you could have. Or like paddle, or like tennis, you know? Those are normie hobbies. No hobbies or interests that are deemed weird by conservative viewpoints. If you think about the concept of normie, I wouldn't consider you a normie. Now I'm thinking about my hobbies. Okay, what are like the most normie hobbies? Okay, what's a normie hobby you could think of the top of your head? Because like in my head, it's like tennis and golf, right? And shopping. Football, really? Football? I guess so. I'd assume mostly people who doesn't play video games that don't watch anime. And they would probably like watch what? House of Cards? Or like the deepest fantasy they go into is like Game of Thrones? You're not a normie? Why are you not a normie then, Sheena? Tennis and golf are usually hobbies for people that are well off or old. And normies, right? If you use the term normie, you're not a normie. That's fair. Hiking, yeah, hiking is quite a normie hobby. Watching others play video games, mini painting, those are all hobbies that have been considered weird, socially unacceptable, or have been demonized in actual German state media in the last 30 years. So people who watch TV as their main source of entertainment are normies. Yeah, I don't think normies would like watch streams and stuff like that, right? Hi Napa, doing good. We're talking about normies. We're shit talking normies. Has a PS5 but only plays FIFA? That's a fucking mood. That is actually so normie as fuck. Or like NBA 2K. Right? That's normie as hell. If you're a VTuber, you're not a normie. I think if you're a VTuber, you're not a normie. But I do think it's possible to be a VTuber and also a normie. You don't think so? Football, outdoor activities like hiking, shopping, pretty normie. You hate golf? I mean, you know what? At one point of life, I actually considered liking golf. I actually considered wanting to get into it. But I was like, maybe not. I'd rather go back to basketball. I still play Smash Ultimate and Splatoon almost daily. Cause like for me, for example, outside of streaming, I don't really get to game much. So technically, outside of streaming, I'm quite normie. Like outside of streaming, I do other things that does not usually involve gaming. Maybe I watch TV shows and stuff like that, and even that, it's not always anime. I consider liking golf is one hell of a mental gymnastic. I actually liked it, bro. But like 3D Sun hated it so much. And I thought that he hated it so much. So I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, nah, I'd rather play basketball. It's like, I don't know. Cause like the thing with golf is that I prefer a sport that would also be a good cardio exercise. I don't think golf is that. That's the thing. If I want to spend my time doing a sport, I'd rather also do it to have good cardio on top of having fun. And that's basketball for me, for example. Golf is not. Unless you consider the movement of your wrist and the swinging of your arm like a decent, calorie burning. Bro, I'm not balling. I played golf like twice, bro. And I borrowed the stupid clubs. My friend was balling. I borrowed his clubs. Because he was like adamant on trying to get everyone else around him, like the circle of friends, to play golf with him. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? Try everything at least once, right? And I was like, oh, it's pretty fun. But would I consider it an exercise? It's more like a game than an exercise. You know what I mean? With golf? Thank you for the hydrate. I shall drink some water. You wouldn't consider golf as a sport. The thing is, like, I think it's more like the competitiveness of the game itself that makes it a sport. Just like how esport is a sport, you know? Because I think the connotation of, not the connotation, I think the definition of a sport is mostly like the level of competitiveness of it. Yeah, just not an athletic sport, exactly. Like if you take charioting, I think that's what they used to call it in the ancient times, you know, when you have like a chariot and then you have like 4 horses pulling you to kind of just race around. Or like the F1, where you're just racing cars and stuff like that. Technically, it's not physically... Oh no, that's wrong. It is technically physically taxing, but it's not like athletic, you know what I mean? You're not the one running around. That's still a sport. So I've always thought, I think the definition of sport is more like the levels of competitiveness that's like involved in it, rather than the physicality / athletic aspect of it. By the way, random fact as well. I found out that I have so many random facts in my head. I found out that back then, the most popular sports in ancient Roman times, was not the whole gladiator thing. You know, it was actually charioting, where it's basically F1 but with horses. That shit was like the most popular sport back then, to the point that it got like the biggest stadium somewhere out there, a place that I don't remember, but it's like super big. It can fit up to like 325,000 people. 325,000 seatings. Isn't that crazy? Let me see, what was it called? Biggest charioting stadium. Oh my god, he's coughing so much. The Circus Maximus, that's what it's called. The Circus Maximus in Rome, Italy, was the largest chariot racing stadium in ancient Rome and ancient world. The size is like 621 meters long and 118 meters wide. Oh, I hyperboled it. It's over 150,000 spectators. Where the fuck did I get my 325,000 spectators number from? 155,000 apparently. F1 drivers scraping around U-turns while their hearts pumped at almost 300 BPM is crazy. Yeah, F1 drivers are actually crazy. That's why I took my statement back. I was not... It's very physically taxing, so I was not ready to say that it wasn't. Gladiators would also not kill people. Wait, really? Colosseum, but that's more for blood sport. Yeah, the Colosseum was like for gladiatoring, right? Whatever the verb of doing a gladiator thing is. Also, is there a new gladiator film? Holy shit, there is actually. Who is it? Who's the... Oh my god, of course there's Pedro Pascal. Why did I just know? Of course Pedro Pascal would be in it. Have you guys watched it? I remember nothing of the first Gladiator, but I remember really liking it. I feel like Gladiator is such a Pedro Pascal thing. Like, I just knew he'd be in it. I don't know why. Alice Fillion, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. Most reviewers I trust say it's mid. Oh, you know, yesterday, during the weekends, I binged Yakuza. Did you guys know that Yakuza, the live action Yakuza, is actually out on Amazon? Now, I know nothing about Yakuza, because I've never played it. But it's interesting at face value, but it's, I don't know, it's also kind of mid. I've been wanting to play the Yakuza game, but I think Manager-san was advising me that I should finish off Black Myth Wukong first before playing Yakuza, so I'm waiting until I finish Black Myth Wukong first before jumping into Yakuza. I can't wait, man! Yeah, Arcane is fucking amazing, by the way. Jeez, isn't it crazy that Arcane, it took them 9 years to make the first season and they whipped out this one in like, what, 2 to 3 years? Colosseum, the lions and wild animals weren't initially really up to killing gladiators since they were kidnapped to a strange place by strange beings, and suddenly they're in the open. Everyone's screaming and everything is confusing. Poor animals! So the Romans started starving them to make them aggressive. Holy shit, that's exploitative as fuck. I know the older Yakuza games are long, but it's like Yakuza Like a Dragon long as well. If you guys could recommend me a Yakuza game to get started with, which one would it be? Because like I saw the reviews and I ended up buying like Yakuza Like a Dragon. Start with 0. That's like the epilogue and everything, right? Episode 6 fucked me up in the head for a solid 2 days. I don't think I've watched episode 6, so like don't talk about it, thank you. Start with 0. Yeah, I was watching reviews about Yakuza 0, but I saw that it's so fucking long. I don't know, because like all the other reviews that I saw recommended that you should play from Like a Dragon. Is it really the better one to play? Okay, I hope I don't get flack for this, but is starting on Yakuza worth it? Like I said, I don't know anything about Yakuza. I know that there's a lot of memes about it that looks super funny and interesting and hilarious, which is why I'm interested in it. But like, I know nothing about Yakuza. Yeah, it's double the exploitation in it, Corvus. Like a Dragon is not a better start, but that's also long. Oh my god, how long are we talking about? Because I only stream like 3 times a week, which means I get to play the game like maybe once or twice a week. Twice max. Most likely once a week. So how many weeks will it take me to finish? That's crazy. It's a... Because like the thing is, I watched the review for Yakuza Like a Dragon and it says that you have to grind a lot. So I'm worried about that. I have a friend who's deep in the Yakuza series, so I'll ask them. Thank you. I'm worried about the grind. Technically, I could grind off of stream as well. But like, that's the thing. Nowadays, like playing games on stream. Like even Black Myth Wukong is taking me forever to finish. Finishing a game backlog. For real! I haven't even like touched Assassin's Creed Black Flag again. I'm sad because I really do wanna. I wanna play these games, but I never end up finishing them. Like a Dragon does have grinding. There's a midpoint where grinding is needed. Yeah, that's what the review said as well. The tough life of being a streamer. Because like I said, I don't really play games outside of stream. And there's always that conundrum where if I play outside of stream for this game that I'm currently streaming, what if something interesting happens and then you guys don't get to see it? You know, that's always the streamer's conundrum. Use a D20 to decide what game you should play. I don't need a D20 to decide that I want to play Final Fantasy X again. That's a game I always want to play again. It's easy for me to pick games. It's just because right now Manager-san is like, okay, look, you know, for your well-being as a streamer, he says, which is he's just dropping the hard facts, and realistically it makes sense. You should, if you want to play a game that you prefer, that you personally pick, okay, you can have one every week. But like, don't double it up because you might lose viewership, he says. And I'm like, that's fair because I only stream like 3 times a week. Imagine if I play like Yakuza on Tuesdays and Thursdays and then I only have like Wednesday for a free talk. Technically not the best strategy if you're trying to grow, you know what I mean? So it makes sense, right? So it's like, yeah, have like one personal game per week. And then after that you can, and you fill up the rest of your streaming days of that week with something else. Which is what I've been doing. But like, that means I can't play both Black Myth Wukong and Yakuza at the same time, at the same week, within the same week. How long to beat says 0 is 31 hours approximate, and Like a Dragon is like 45 hours. 45 hours divided by 3. 45 divided by 3. Why did I get images of it? That's 15. 15 fucking weeks? 50, that's about 4 months, mate. That'll take me 4 months to finish. Isn't that great? Final Fantasy X is the best one. I'd watch another run though. Oh yeah, I love Final Fantasy X. It's my favorite too. I also have Final Fantasy 16 from my brother's Steam library that I have not played. Have you guys played 16? Grinding games for streamers can be filled with your yappy expertise. It's true, but guys, I'm still trying to. You guys are lovely and all, and you guys are great, and there is not a moment that I don't appreciate you guys, for real, for real. This is from the bottom of my heart. But I'm still desperate to get new viewers, guys. You know, I'm still you know, I'm like a tiny speck of dust in the sea of VTubers, or VTuber sea, or sea VTubers, whichever pun you want to go with. So I need to try my best to find new viewers if I can. Am I right? Honestly, I feel like one day for free talk, one day for scheduled game, and one day for variety game would be the best way to go about that. Yeah, that's what we're doing nowadays. Except like it's usually one day. So what I try to do, if you guys notice, is like one of my personal pick games, and either one trending game, or like one trending game and one yapping, or like a simulator game and a yapping. Basically, that's how I try to balance it. Basically, I know you guys like me yapping for some reason, so I always try to put in more simulator games, which just ends up being a fucking yap sesh. Spends on Yakuza, rather worth it. Incredibly biased because it's one of my favorite series. Before you schedule long games may not be optimal, but I like RPGs. That's the conundrum. I really like RPGs. Yeah, even Fallout 4 we never finished. How do we navigate like this, guys? What do we even do? How do I manage? It's so many things we want to do, but like such little time we have. Isn't that like, how do I deal with this, guys? You guys got any advice? I don't know what to do. It's tough. It's tough. I still do want to play Fallout 4 as well, but like that's been abandoned for like a while. What do I do? Just work your way up slowly, girl. Like, right now, I'm trying really hard to finish Black Myth Wukong because I truly, really love the game. So, like, my god, my Baldur's Gate 3 is stuck in Act 2, by the way, which we have not streamed more of at all since, like, forever. That's also another game I've yet to finish. Ah, so many games, guys. So many games, and I really enjoy playing Baldur's Gate 3 as well. What happened to Knives Only Cyberpunk? To be fair, Cyberpunk was one of the games we finished, remember? We actually finished Cyberpunk. Oh my god. Phantom Liberty at least. And did we finish the classic? Did we finish the classic, guys? Or was it only Phantom Liberty? No, we finished both. We finished both. Yeah. Yeah, so Cyberpunk was one of the games I actually finished. And I wouldn't mind playing once in a while again, because I play Cyberpunk offline every once in a while too, when I'm not streaming. Act 3 is very long. That's the thing. Like, I don't know how streamers do it. Okay, wait, tell me. Assuming that I do reckon you guys watch a lot of other streamers out there and like VTubers, how do they manage to finish their games? Maybe you guys could give me tips. But also I know that they probably don't stream at such limited hours as I do. But like, tell me, how do they finish games or do they not? They literally grind it out. Do they actually finish it though? I still want to play Mana Lords. See, Mana Lords is RTS, Rev. You'd be happy if I played that. It's kind of a struggle for everyone. Good to know it's not just me. They go, we work to earn the right to work. We work to earn the right to work and work through them. I'm sorry, I read that like 3 times. It still doesn't make sense. Please play Mana Lord. Why? You want to be my peasants? Is that why you want me to play Mana Lord? No, because I only watch Noira. I love the fact that you double down, Kami. I appreciate that. I respect that. If they finish game, it just takes them half a year. Okay, so I'm truly not alone. Good to know. Good to know. A lot I've seen start games with no intention of finishing, or if they really like it, they grind it out or finish over a year or something. And then you have games that are just MMORPGs that technically never end. And like, I don't understand how people stream MMORPGs like that, honestly. But I guess when you really like the game, it just happens, right? And it depends on your peasant managing skills. If I get 15 hours of exploitative labor and beer, I'm in. Sure. WoW streams are just chatting streams. That's fair. Oh man, what I would kill to stream World of Warcraft again. Honestly, to play classic again. It hurts a certain nostalgia in my ribcage, bro. Or like to stream Ragnarok online again. That'll be fun. You know, back then when I first started Twitch streaming, I got most of my viewers from playing like Ragnarok online, that cursed old ass game. Frozen Throne is crazy, dude. How do we even get Frozen Throne nowadays? How do you even get the game? Warcraft 3? How? Girl, if you play Mana Lords and end up playing more RTS games, I will literally not mind all other games you didn't finish. Yeah, but I mind. It's always in the back of my head, you know, like not having finished so many games. Warcraft 3 Reforged. Wait, is Warcraft 3 Reforged on Steam? Is it? Also, you know, I have a lot of games that I bought but never played. For example, I played like Atomic Heart once. And I have Remnant. I bought Remnant. And it was quite expensive too back then. No, it was on sale, but it was still like quite a hefty price tag. Remnant 2, and I never played it. What is old to you? What's an old game? Warcraft 3 or Ragnarok Online? Which one? It's on Battle.net. I didn't know that. Huh. What's Fear and Hunger? Wait, let me see. I have Rungle? What is this game? I have so many games that I've never played. Like, I have The Division and I never finished that. Wasn't it you earlier that said to me not to focus on shortcomings? You're fucking right, mate. Fuck. Don't use my own words against me. How dare you? How dare you? I have so many games. Good lord. I want to play. I don't know. We'll think about it. You know what? Let's take everything a step at a time. If anything, I'm already very much appreciative that you guys stay and come visit my stream regardless of what I'm playing, question mark. Or do you guys have preferences? Legit, for real. Do you guys have preferences of like what you prefer your streamer to play? Because obviously Rev likes RTSs, no question about that. Or like Warhammer. His 2 favorite things in the world. But like Yalza's everyone else. What are preferred things you guys... What are things you guys prefer for your streamer, your favorite VTuber to do? It'd be funny if you play League of Legends. No, no, don't make me do PvP. I used to binge League of Legends way back when. My days are over. My days with LOL are over. And also TFT, I had a phase as well. That's over too. You would hate it if I told you the truth about that, by the way, Noira. Truth about what? I prefer streamers to play games. Truth about what you prefer your streamers playing. Obviously, it's RTS and Warhammer, right, Rev? For streamers to play games that still allow them to interact with chat. Nothing that requires too much focus. That's fair. Simulator games are perfect then, right? As a rule, I come to stream for the streamers/community. The game is secondary. Oh, people like you! The streamers are very appreciative of people like you, you know? But I'm down for anything. Wait, I like games I've played before. That's fair. I think that's a common thing, of course. I think some people would prefer games they played before or like games they're looking forward to, right? As long as it's not a game I want to play and avoid spoilers. Oh yeah, that's also a thing. Because I remember last time I was playing a certain game and some people tuned out because they wanted to avoid spoilers. I don't remember what game that was. Was it Baldur's Gate? Yeah, so that was a problem for me for a while too. And that's also the problem of playing RPGs when they first come out, because a lot of people might not want to watch it because they want to play it themselves and avoid spoilers. You don't watch any RTS or Warhammer streamers. Do you watch Matara-kun? Rev? Do you watch Matara? I played RuneScape from 2003 and on. Understandable, that was RuneScape's golden age. And that banger, you gotta head out. Right, have a good one, Rev. Have a good one. I know what I actually don't follow as much these days, and it's definitely PvP streamers. That's interesting, because there are technically... Wait, let me read through chat first before I yap. I love when streamers play a management game like Dwarf Fortress, RimWorld, or RTSs like Stellaris, DOW series. I kind of like when streamers play story-driven games like 9 like RPGs. But when I miss the first episode of their playthrough, I tend to just lurk and not really focus on the game. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Hi, Maurice. So, I've always had the notion that I think there are 2 different kinds of streamers, right? Maybe 3. Streamers that you watch because they're good, streamers that you watch because they're playing a game that you're interested in, and streamers that you watch just because you like them as a personality. I feel like those are 3 types of streamers. Do you guys reckon, or are there like other types of streamers you guys reckon should be added into that category, or whatever the fuck it was that I mentioned? Archetypes. Yeah, that's probably the right word. Streamer archetypes. What about the streamer I watch because I forgot to turn off Twitch? That's fair. The streamers you accidentally just follow on into a raid. What would be your archetype? I don't know. I'm obviously not that good with games because I don't commit to games as much. You guys could possibly be watching me because of the games I play. Possibly. Not correct, but it's still a possibility. So logically, taking all that off the table, probably you guys watch me for my yapping or whatever the fuck this is, or maybe for my boobs, which is fair, honestly. That's a lot of people watch VTubers for their boobs. Let's not lie about that, right? I watch it because of personality. Thank you. The only streamers I watch are Seafox Noira, Blob Noira, and Cup Noira. Damn, Kami. Really being very publicly loyal. Thank you for your loyalty towards the Deep Blue. Thank you for your commitment towards the Deep Blue. I respect that. Yeah, sometimes I watch VTubers. I say it because of your yapping. Thank you, Fami, because of my TCG simulator. Dude, I really want to play that game again. I miss it. There are two simulators in particular that I always want to come back to. And I think it's TCG Simulator and Supermarket Simulator. I really like them. And also Tavern Manager Simulator is pretty great too. But it's just that I feel like I don't get to read chat as often because of how hectic it is compared to like the other simulators. But it's pretty fun. What was I gonna say? Do you guys have VTubers where you love the design of, and that's it? I have some VTubers that I follow, and because I love the design and I love how they look, and maybe I also love how they sound, but I don't particularly like their content, which is technically not bad, right? Objectively, it's not bad. It's just like, I mean, content is a hit or miss. Entertainment is a hit or miss, right? Like, for example, I could like David Beckham, but I don't like soccer. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could perceive David Beckham. Maybe I don't like how he sounds like. I hope that wasn't offensive to him. I like him as a person. But I might not be interested in watching him play soccer. Too many YAPPUCCINOs and you'll die of caffeine overdose. Wouldn't you like that, Zach? That's the one who says, who keeps posting about substances on Blue Sky. When design is a big selling point, but if the content / personality is not enjoyable by me, then they are just shoved back into my biological data bank, and they stay there. Yeah, that's fair. I end up mostly just following their Twitter and just like, you know, checking out their art and stuff like that. Have a good one, Decatonics. Thanks for dropping by. And yeah, sometimes you watch their highlights or clips. That's fair. Not gonna lie, me enjoying watching when you play those role-playing games like Cyberpunk or The Fever Dream. Rust was fun. Rust was fun, wasn't it? I love Noira's design and content. I feel like all Kami has been doing is like complimenting me. Do you want something, Kami? Do you want something from me? The worst thing is seeing a VTuber with an awesome model, but like they play nothing I'm interested in. Yeah, but that thing comes and goes, right? Because most of the times I don't know. I think VTubers, a lot of VTubers are very much variety gamers compared to like normal streamers. I might be wrong. It might just be the VTubers that are around me, but like most, if not all the VTubers around me. No, okay. Most of the VTubers around me are like variety streamers. And then there are some VTubers who specialize in, say, TCG or Tekken or like Final Fantasy 14. But there's much more variety streamers out there. Variety VTubers. Hello, Lennon, and good morning to you. I've noticed that for those whose looks are the biggest points, I follow them but don't actually watch or chat with them. And that's fair. It really depends at the end of the day, right? To watch their stream, you have to enjoy their streaming, their entertainment, and their content. If you don't, then it's okay. It's a matter of preference. Once I accidentally started a racial war in Rust. What? I get that, but most of the variety I'm not interested in is what I mean. That's fair. That's fair. By the way, Zach, I saw the new Wuthering Waves girl, Camellia. Her design is amazing and her fighting mechanics are fucking amazing. Honestly, looking at clips of her alone, I was like contemplating getting back into Wuthering Waves. Do you still play WoWA, Zach? There's absolutely VTubers who focus in their niche, but it may be hard to notice if you don't share that niche. That's usually how niches are, right? The audience likes variety typically. Because it's interesting. Way back when I started streaming, variety streaming was like, being a variety streamer was like a rare thing, and it's like something that people didn't really delve into because of how risky it was and how much viewership you would lose. Streamers cater to what the viewer wishes to experience, so it's necessary to adjust to the viewer to an extent. I like your model. Did you commission Joe for that? I feel like there's a Joe Mama joke coming. Am I right? Rain, you're not gonna catch me on that. I just pulled her. She's crazy DPS. Yeah, I might just do exactly that, Zach. I might just. Amelia broken as fuck. Whoever she commissioned for, the model is just amazing. Thank you. Thank you. It's the work of both my model mama and model papa, Pekapon Jin and Lekale. I hope that you guys will look forward to my 2.0, by the way. A new model is coming up sometime soon. What if Noira noticed the up dog? And of course I'm gonna catch that what's up dog. Come on, Sheena. Your sea fox has been around for a while. That's why I'm so fucking wise. And you think I would not catch those jokes? The only jokes I fall for Kale's these nuts jokes, apparently. I'm very vulnerable to those. I always fall for them. Unless you said Johu. I knew it, Train. I knew it. 2.0 hype. Right. Even I don't know how the 2.0 is gonna come up because we haven't started designing it yet. What are you talking about, Cactus? But yeah, way back when I started streaming in like 2016, it's set to low volume, which isn't a great deal, but still. What? What do you mean? Isn't my? I'm pretty sure my mic is fine. Question mark. Stop making me question things. No, it's fine. Nothing's wrong with my mic. It might be your video's volume. Lua got nominated for Best Mobile Game of the Year. I mean, it's good. The mechanics are very fluid and it's super fun to play. So, it's understandable. Winter is approaching. I'm already wanting spring to appear, so I cannot buy a I thought you were asking me permission on whether you could buy a motorcycle, and I'd just be like, yeah, buy that motorcycle, be that motorcyclist you've always wanted to be. Take claim of that. Take claim of your life. You keep this up, we will all have a broken nose. Like when Poppy the artist made a mural album and got Rock Song of the Year with Bad Omens. What other one? What is that? As long as I can return even a shred of happiness Noira has given me, then I've done all I can. What? I miss your chat! Oh, you guys are chatting so fast. Hold on. In which it's the only community I'm definitely a part of and no desire to look into. Kami, I'm telling you, it's okay if you want to go to other parts of the, explore other people's streams. It's totally fine, Kami. Totally fine. Yes, new model is coming up. And also highly Marv. Mostly because I've mentioned this before, I think. I think I have. Or was I drunk? I don't know. I've mentioned this before, but it's mostly because there are certain bottlenecks to my current model. Made by the same artist. No, this one will be made purely by Kale for rigging and design and the model itself. Because my current model, Mama, is busy and I don't think she's not really taking any more commissions for like models. So I kind of have to switch model, whoever is making my model, to someone who's actively still making models so that I can make further improvements to my models along the way as we go, because that's what I want. I want like one base model and then like slowly keep on adding onto the base model rather than have one model and then toss that away and go for a new model, So that's what I prefer. So that's why I'm going with Kale and she's gonna make me a new model. This model is already gorgeous. I'm gonna bet that Kale is gonna blow you guys off your horses with her design and model. Yeah. Because she said, you know what she said? She said that, Noira, I reckon when I make a new model for you, that's when you're gonna pop off and you're gonna become mainstream. And I'm like, you're fucking crazy, Kale. Because she was like, Noira, I promise you I can make you like a really good model, something that'll really suit you and it'll be so good. And I'm like, okay, fingers crossed. I hope that chat will like it, because I get scared because of the fact that I think I'm somewhat anxious because you guys keep on saying that I have such a nice model now. I'm worried of the disappointment and of the change, the result of the change, I guess. Like, what if we get a new model and then you guys don't particularly like the vibes of that model, or like, what if it's weird, you know? I'm worried about that, but I think it'll be fun. It's kale after all. What I'm looking for is also like probably making my model look a bit more mature as well and stuff like that, so I can truly inhibit the Onesan vibes. Because now not mature enough, question mark. Not particularly Onesan, no. There's one way to find out, yeah, and I hope you guys will be there for that. I swear you just gotta kill us if you somehow better this model. I hope you be proud making all of our noses bleed. Staring at your... Oh, of course. Of course I'm proud of... I'm happy that I can make you guys like me in this sea fox form. It's like new dress for yourself, regardless, it is yours to decide, never us. I just hope that I can embody the model well, you know what I mean? Because honestly, when it comes to VTubing, it really comes... it falls into how you puppet it in a way. It's really what sets a VTuber apart. Like whoever's like puppeting the VTuber behind the avatar really makes a huge difference. So we'll see how it goes. You're like on this on a big sis vibe, right? I mean, it's easier to communicate now. Because do you know why I started saying, you know, try or supposedly try to say I'm honest and everything like that? It's so much easier for me. Because what else is it? What's an easier way to explain the fact that I'm not as loud / gremlin-y / energetic as a lot of other VTubers, nor am I as unhinged as other VTubers. And if anything, I talk a lot about life, you know. But I'm technically not a cozy streamer either. What's the best way to describe that other than Onesan? That's actually where it came from. The trick is you want the model drop dead amazing to really pull people in, but not so hot that people aren't listening. Yeah, and I was like, I'm worried about the model also that too. I'm worried of the model looking too intimidating, but I'm pretty sure Kay will work that out. Model's so amazing, but I'll be honest, it's your soft tone that drew me in. You're really nice to listen to. It kind of helps me sleep. Your voice is very angelic. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. MILF would work too. Yeah, but like, I don't know if I wanna, I don't know. MILF makes me shudder, bro. It's like kind of cringe. Like self-proclaimed MILF is kind of cringe, don't you reckon? Psychiatrist VTuber? I'm not a psychiatrist though, nor am I a professional. I mean, I talk about life a lot doesn't mean I can solve your, you know, mental health problems. That's two totally different things. Thank you for the time check reminder, Sheena. You're a nice balance of everything in my opinion. You're just unhinged enough, open enough, and energetic enough while not being over the top. Thank you. That's nice because sometimes I think like I'm not unhinged enough as an entertainer. Don't be a MILF, be a top. I mean. Don't. I'm gonna stop myself from saying anything further. Never mind. I do not have the obligations to clarify further. To be honest, I find your stream really cozy, which is why I always enjoy the VODs. Thank you, by the way, for people who enjoy VODs and people who watch my YouTube videos. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Because I always say this, like I don't stream at the most convenient times, and the fact that despite that you guys still watch my offline content and my VODs, I really, really do appreciate it. I don't know about MILF, but you kind of look like a rock musician, but an indie one. Like you go to the bar to bar, show to show, like more local than anything else. That makes sense, that makes sense. We'll see. I can't wait for the new design either, but the vibes are gonna be similar to this as well, of course. We'll see. I'm excited for it too, guys. Your time zone makes you stream at mid-morning for me, which is perfect. I'm so happy. Thank you. I'm so happy that it's perfect for you. Instead of calling yourself a Nissan, you could say, I am a biological unit possessing behavioral patterns that do not express my internal energy. Thus, I tend to be perceived as a calm unit. Additionally, due to my accumulated knowledge, I tend to share it when communicating with other conscious beings. I would be an android VTuber if I did that, which technically is not bad. I'll be an android VTuber. You're a kakak streamer. Kak. I guess so. I guess so. だろうね。kakak だろう。Apa itu? Teteh. Teteh. Jadi Sunda. But yeah, I chose the label Onesan because it's easier for me to explain to people that, you know, if they want to visit my stream, I hope they don't get disappointed by the fact that I'm not as unhinged and not as energetic, because I know some people look for that chaos, that energy, and I don't think I'm the perfect embodiment of that. So thus, an Onesan is an easy pitch to go with. The Onesan Sea Fox VTuber who sells escapism and daydreams. I don't know how many people actually understand that pitch, but I like it. It sounds nice, doesn't it? So my best friend, who's a girl, she says you're hot, but she's also curious if you're okay with some of us gooning for you. She told me some females aren't comfortable with that as a woman. Yeah, for sure. But like, as a VTuber, as a woman IRL, that's weird. And that's why I'm a VTuber. But like, as a VTuber, I always say this, treat me like I'm an anime girl like just an anime girl. Like, you know what you can do with anime girls, right? I don't mind being on like R34 and stuff like that. If anything, I celebrate it because I think it's a milestone. Like, but TLDR, I don't mind what you do with my VTuber. But don't flaunt it uncomfortably in front of me. I do have preferences with my NSFW, but like, I don't mind you guys making whatever with it. You know what I mean? Treat me like an anime girl. But like, I do have my preferences with NSFW. But it's fine. Like, I'm literally giving you guys permission for anything. I don't really mind. Because for me, I'm one of the VTubers. This does not apply once again to all VTubers, but like, I just happen to be one of those VTubers who are like pretty detached from my VTubing identity. Like, I really think it's like a separate identity compared to, you know, my IRL self. That's why I can like easily say these sort of things. Meanwhile, I know for some VTubers, like their VTuber avatar is like an extension of their personal self, and thus they have stricter boundaries about it. But for me, I'm pretty open. Also, in my case, I have almost perfect time zone for Noira streams. They start at 3 p.m. and finish at 6 p.m. On the other hand, on Wednesdays, I have math at 3 p.m. thus making it impossible to tune into at the beginning. That's fine. The fact that you're here at all already makes me happy. Which draw are you throwing bricks at the police? Would you be uncomfortable with that? I don't really care. Honestly, you can draw me in any way you want. I don't really mind. But like, I mean, it's like, you know how it is? For example, take corporate VTubers like HoloLive VTuber, right? You can draw them any way you want, but they won't give attention to all of it. They do have preferences on which ones they will give attention to. Same thing. I think you can treat me the same way. Have a good one, Sheena. Thanks for being around. Appreciate it. And thank you for reminding me of the time check. She didn't know if it was weird for you. She's a big anime fan like me. We both love Hinata from Naruto, and she always told me it's kind of weird, even if she's an adult. Some guys get weird about. Tell me it's kind of weird if she's an adult. What do you mean? Because one of the reasons I became a VTuber was because when I used to IRL stream, there were like simpy comments and people simping, supposed or like fanning over me at one point. And I got kind of uncomfortable with it. And that's where I figured out that I found it weird where if my IRL self got such attention. But if it's my virtual self, I don't really care. If anything, I'm very happy about it. I mean, I really appreciate it. It's just a matter of boundaries, preferences, I guess. Today happened to be the best typo ever by my grandma. She ended a letter written to me with yours highly compressed grandma. That's cute. That's cute, Darksider. That's cute. Oh yeah, everyone has different boundaries though, and I think I'm very thankful that a lot of people have been very kind with me about these things. Like everyone always asks. Like for example, I remember Ompong.
Drink some water.
He literally Twitter DM'd me. He was like, hey, can I make R34 of you? Would you mind? And I'm like, oh my god, I would be so fucking honored. Yes, please. And he did. And it's still there. So if you look up R34 on R34 Noira, you can find me. And I think that's fucking crazy. Have a good one, also. Have a good one. Now look it up yourself. Be independent, y'all. You don't need me to spoon feed you. Thank you for the hydrate. And oh, there's an Ara. Hold on. There you go. Inato's an adult now in Boruto, but she felt weird some guys get creepy to say some things. We never did at most. I said I want someone like her when I grow up. Oh, I mean, she means like when people say crazy gooner simpy things over fictional characters, she thinks it's weird. Honestly, I say such things to fictional 2D men. So maybe that's why I understand. I mean, I don't know. To me, like a fictional character is just a fictional character. And honestly, to me, that's what a VTuber is. For me, at least. And like I said, it might not be the same for like other VTubers out there. It's just a brand. It's like... Don't cancel me for this, but it's technically a product, you know? Like when you make an anime character, like Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. Sukuna is a product. It's a character, a fictional character. I'm not much different because I'm a VTuber. Just so happens that I stream a lot, and you guys get to interact with me on stream. So technically, there's a lot of engagement to it which does not exist in other sorts of anime like media, where it's mostly like, you know, a one-sided thing where it's an anime show, it's scripted, yada yada, versus this being like, you know, it's a bit more intimate in a way because we get to talk to each other. It's a two-way street, and it's, I guess it's different and it's very candid. What the fuck am I saying? I don't even know what point I'm getting at anymore. But like for me, I feel like for me, when it comes to my VTuber, I don't mind it being treated like as you would with any other fictional characters. Just like as Hololive, I believe the general consensus of Hololive characters are, you can draw them in any way, and that's it. Because I think they also set their boundaries straight between their virtual fictional character, their avatar, versus their IRL. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense here. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. But like I said, not a lot of other VTubers get into VTubing because it's an extension of themselves, or it's their way of projecting certain traits of themselves. So they might not have this same perspective. So please be careful about this with other VTubers. It's Kiko's birthday. Happy birthday to Kiko. Anyway, talking about that, we do actually have to call it a day because I have quite a heavy day tomorrow. Hope you don't mind. When was the time when goon meant an expendable human resource of a villain? Bro, if you play Final Fantasy X2, it's still like that. They still have goons as minions. Not minions, but like things you beat up. People you beat up. Things you beat up. That is not helping my cause. People you beat up. Goons in Final Fantasy X2, right? That's okay with you, okay. I think I can understand that too. You're okay with what people say and feel about you, but you don't want it brought up when you're playing or with friends. About what they say to me, to be honest, there was like one point where someone was basically expressing their love to me in Discord, and I thought that was kind of weird. Because would you be expressing your love to your anime character on Discord as if it's an open love letter like that? That's what I mean. Basically, just treat me like a fictional character, man. And be careful of what you say in public. If you start saying things that are that make me uncomfortable in public, then obviously it's in my rights to question that. But whatever you do in private, I don't really care. It's there, dude. It's on R34. It's seriously there. I'm not lying to you. And also the nuclear codes are somewhere on my subreddit, r/Noira. I really know you. Yeah, someone did that a while back. Not gonna lie, I mean, I don't judge him for it, but I thought it was like kind of weird and uncomfortable that he was like, pretty much he wrote a love letter on like the Deep Blue Discord, the public Discord. I think it's gone already. I think it's deleted. But that was weird. That was kind of uncomfortable. So like I did tell him, it's like, hey, you know, I appreciate you for doing that, but can we not, you know? Yeah. Because I would say first of all, I think one thing for sure is that you don't expect to ever date me because I'm just an anime girl on the internet. Do you ever expect to be able to date your favorite anime character? No. Same thing applies. That's how it is, right? Don't expect to date a VTuber, I think. That's the number one fallacy that happened. And I made sure to tell the guy about that.
Hey, welcome to the Deep Blue.
Oh no, Saksa, is that how I say your name? Thank you for the raid. Raiders, welcome. Let me give you a shout out. Bro, not gonna lie, I was just about to end stream. How was your stream, Saksa? Raiders, welcome. I'm Noira, the sea fox that sells escapism and daydreams. How are you guys doing today? And how was the stream? Thank you for the raid. Sorry, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Deep Blue. You just broke thousands of hearts in the anime community. Am I wrong though? You can't expect to date your favorite anime character, no? No, it's okay because Saksa is here. We gotta... It's okay, it's all good. Please don't feel bad about it. If anything, I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much. Guys, please don't forget to check out Saksa. Thank you so much for the raid. How's the stream? It's all good. It would be nice to date someone who is a VTuber, but I don't expect to date. Are you sure you want to date a VTuber? Because it's I don't think VTubers are the easiest people to date. Or content creators in general. Content creators aren't the easiest people to date. Stream is doing good. How about you? Good to hear. We're just talking about just now for the past 10 minutes we've been talking about the boundaries of VTubers. Like how comfortable a VTuber, or me, I guess specifically, because I obviously can't speak for other VTubers, with people fanning / simping / gooning over them. And I was telling to chat that I happen to be someone who's very chill with that because I'm kind of detached from my identity as a VTuber. Like you can treat me as an anime girl, you know, an anime fictional character, I don't mind. You can write me in fanfics and shit like that. R34, Dojin, I don't really care. But I was saying that not all VTubers are like that. I just happen to not be that attached to my VTuber avatar as compared to some others, I think. Nice to listen to. You in some way remind me of Demon Blood VTuber. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name. I don't mind you guys mentioning other VTubers in my chat. VTubers are hella easy to date. You are all hermits who overwork yourselves too much and forget to shower every so often, but ultimately we just want cuddles or someone to yap. Why do you generalize us like that? But also there's some truth to that. But also every VTuber is different, okay? Every VTuber is different. I'm a VTuber who has a full-time job, so I cannot afford doing such things. I made some short clips that nice. I hope the clips don't get me cancelled. Don't take it out of context. Yeah, that was just what we were talking about. We've talked about a lot of things today. Let me sum it up if I remember correctly. We were talking about earlier just about life. And then we talked about the state of Finnish mosquitoes. And then we talked about macroeconomy and countries. And history. And what else did we talk about, guys? I don't know. We talked about like a lot of plenty weird ass shit, man. I know, Napa. I know. And taxes. We did not talk about taxes, excuse me. Did we even talk about taxes? We did not talk about taxes. No, we didn't. Don't gaslight me like that. We didn't talk about taxes today. That was last stream that we talked about taxes. And investment banking. And art investment. It's crazy. And a tad bit about crypto. Has your name with bathwater? Oh yeah, about that. I have no idea how to explain that, mate. I have no idea how to explain that. But yeah, Raiders from Saksa's side, and also Saksa as the Raider, as a streamer, if you guys ought to rest or stuff like that, please go ahead and do so, because obviously finishing up a stream can get tiring, especially if you stream for long hours. If you gotta get food or something like that, go ahead and do so. I just yap a lot, so you'll just be hearing me yap a lot in the background. Once again, thank you so much for raiding, Saksa. I really do appreciate it. And Raiders, welcome to the Deep Blue, and I hope I don't disappoint. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stay long though, because I will have to go to sleep in a tad bit. But I'll keep you guys company with a few yaps a tad bit more. Who is Belle Delphine? How do you not know Belle Delphine? Belle Delphine has like gone, is embedded in streaming history, I think. Hasn't she? I'm a head out, cozy stream. I think I can change my day so I can join earlier. All good, all good. Please only join if you can. VODs are always there, don't worry. Have a good one, JR. You have a good one too, Saksa. It's okay, let's try a tad bit more before you go. But yeah, VTubers, am I right, guys? VTubers, you know, going into VTubing, coming from like a streamer, like just being a general streamer, is like such a weird thing, because I was mentioning earlier to chat that I got into VTubing mostly because I used to be an IRL streamer, and then I just wanted to stream without a face. I like the anonymity and looking like an anime girl. I love anime aesthetics. And I like looking perfect 24/7, right? Unlike when you IRL stream, people can pause you at awkward moments and find like the ugliest fucking face that you could have. I don't like that. I like looking perfect, right? Thus, I'm an anime girl now. But like, it took me a while to realize that VTubing is quite very much different from just like normal streaming, you know. And even like there's different culture. There's a different culture behind it. It took me quite a while to realize that. Like for example, I did not know that RPing was even role-playing or kayfabe was even like a possibility to streaming until VTubing was around. Because back then, I think as an IRL streamer, you just always think, oh yeah, just be yourself and stuff like that. But I think as a VTuber, it's very much more accepted or even like looked for to have a certain kayfabe to you, like a certain RP and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Easiest way to see it is like HoloLive VTubers. They have certain some of the HoloLive VTubers have stronger kayfabes compared to others. Like for example, Fuamoko. They're so good at it and I love it. And we all love it, don't we? Lena, you're both awesome. Cute toes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing good, Joshua Bennett. How are you? How are you? The low energy happens to be... Well, I think I don't know. Do I normally talk like this, guys? Because sometimes I feel like I talk in a different way. But like I think that's just how humans are normally, right? Depending on the day, energy, mood, what yada yada, I might sound different. But today I happened to be very pissed and tired because I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours and didn't have proper dinner. And I was gonna get a glass of whiskey, but I couldn't because I was having stomach problems. And I'm sad that I have to delay my glass of whiskey. What do you mean the deep blue is unreal? What do you mean the world hasn't gone through semi-apocalypse? Don't worry about it, Cactus. Don't worry about it, okay? I just mentioned it in passing in case you guys needed a reality check, but the deep blue is always there. Don't worry. When you believe, it's always there. Even in raids, I only join the ones who are raiding Noira to return me to my way home in the deep blue. That's fucking wild, Kami. That's next level shit, man. Holy fuck. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that level of dedication. Yes, it's okay. As long as you come back home to me, right? As long as you come back home to the deep blue. Gotta go. Have a good one. Noira's bathwater. Have a good one and have a good day at work. If you need to vent, I'll be here. Nah. Most of the times I'm a pretty independent, self-regulating bitch. So I don't really vent often, actually, if you guys notice. I'm pretty chill most of the time. And of course, like I say, I sell escapism and daydreams. So of course I don't want to get you guys in like a shitty mood, you know? But of course, like today I vented a lot about being stuck in 2 hours traffic, honestly. But it's not too bad. It's nice that I get to chill talk with you guys here right now. So you guys made it all better. You seem chill more than hyper. I thought it was normal. Also, damn, is it weird? I drive much better in the highway than in the city. Are you driving right now? Do not drive and chat. What the hell? Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, go focus on driving. Oh, it is lunchtime for you, eh? It is lunchtime. But yeah, VTubing has been amazing and has been a blissful time. And I'm really thankful that oh my god, that cough. That 2 years of VTubing has gotten me here, and you guys are here. And the fact that today you guys are like, Noira, for VTuber awards, that's crazy. Never in my life would I have thought that such things would happen. I didn't even think anyone would perceive me for the VTuber awards at all. And here you guys are being like, oh yeah, I voted for Noira in VTuber awards. It's crazy. What's my favorite anime right now? I really like Ranma right now. Ranma Hanbun is really good. I mean, Ranma Half. It's really good. Although I used to watch like the OG Ranma. The new Ranma is really funny. I keep on laughing loud at it. I love it. I would say, oh, and Dan, obviously. Yeah, those two are what I'm watching right now, and I love them so much. Bocchi was okay, honestly. Please don't cancel me. But I know a lot of people are fans of Bocchi. I thought the animation was amazing and everything like that, but I think I preferred K-On! If we're talking about the same genre, I really liked K-On! For some fucking reason. Something peaceful about K-On! I don't know what it was. I loved K-On! Reading the manga for it all caught up. Yeah, I don't want to catch up with the manga because I think I really just want to see the animation. The animation is fucking amazing. Of course you can recommend anime. Although I don't know if I have the capacity to watch more anime. But sure. Dan is so amazing. Like the animation is crazy. And Ranma Half, I think I did watch the classic, the OG, but the new animation by MAPPA does add an amazing spin to it. And it's nice to experience Ranma again, you know? Ranma was like one of my favorite animes way back when, followed up with like Cooking Master Boy or Cooking Master... Was it Cooking Master Boy? Was that what it was called? Back then. I hope they one day also remake Fushigi Yugi. That'd be amazing. I'll be all for it if they remade Fushigi Yugi. Kuma bear. Let me Google that. Kuma bear. Oh, so cute. After fanatically playing the VR MMO World Fantasy Online for almost a year, the shut-in yet relatively affluent 15-year-old. How is she affluent at 15 years old? Yuna receives a bear costume from the game's administrators. The outfit, while somewhat embarrassing to wear, turns out to have overpowered stats and effects that make her character significantly more powerful. Oh, so she's in a game and then she's OP as hell. Is it kind of like Sword Art Online? But honestly, even if it is, I never watched Sword Art Online. If anything, oh, Dot Hack GU was peak, by the way. Dot Hack was peak. Game and anime, peak. Interesting. I shall see. I shall see. I don't know if this genre is my kind of preference, but thanks for the recommendation. Anyway. Now, we've legit got to go. I extended the time a bit, but we've got to go. I'm sorry, Raiders. I'm sorry. It happens to be like 12:30 a.m. right now, but I'm truly appreciative for the raid and Raiders. If you stayed, I hope I did not disappoint. Yeah, Dot Hack is based. All right. Oh my god, dude. Haseo was like my crush, man. I think men with white hair, man. Oh my god, fictional men with white hair is just crazy. Anyway, yeah. Thank you everyone for chilling at the Deep Blue. Hopefully you guys had a good time here at the Deep Blue with me. Cozy, comfy vibe whatsoever with whatever the fuck we talked about from A to Z. Hopefully you guys had a good time here and I did not disappoint. Because I was encouraged to possibly promote more about VTuber Awards. Yeah, if you guys have not voted for the VTuber Awards, and you guys think that I may be decent enough for it, please vote for me at for the VTuber Awards. You may vote for me for like Hidden Gem or for the yapping category. This is the VTuber Awards hosted by Philly that I'm talking about. Punching Way, thank you for the follow and welcome to Deep Blue. And also, if you guys like the stream, I'd appreciate it if you drop a follow if you're on Twitch or subscribe if you're on YouTube. And thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and also dropped super chats and members today. Really helps your every single small or whatever size contribution truly helps towards the Deep Blue and the continuation of the Deep Blue. You guys have no idea. And if you guys would like to stay up to date with my content, the best way to do so, to get notified for when I upload and when I stream and stuff like that, is via Discord. So !Discord if you're on Twitch, or in the description below if you're on YouTube to join my Discord. And I promise you, it's not spammy at all. So do join in, so you can get notified for my stuff. What else am I supposed to say? Oh, I stream every Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday. That's at 10 p.m. GMT plus 8 if you're in Southeast Asia, or it's about 4 p.m. if you're in the EU, or at 7 a.m. if you're in the west of the US, or 9 a.m. if you're in the east of the US. I think I got that right. In case I didn't, Decatonics super chat, arigato. Thank you for the super chat, Decatonics. Thank you for your contribution towards the Deep Blue yet again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh yes, I am also on Blue Sky. If you want to check that out, at It's Noira, that's my handle. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you want to check more about me, you can check my website, noira.me. It has like information about me when I stream and all my links and stuff like that. If you perhaps want to look up more about me. And yeah, guys, don't forget to possibly nominate me for VTuber Awards. Now let me find someone to raid. Who shall we raid today? If you'd like to join in the raid, come over to Twitch side of things so we can raid someone together. Let's see. Who shall we raid today? Oh, Poseidon! This is the perfect time to raid Poseidon. Oh, she's sleeping though. Is she sleeping? I think she's sleeping. Never mind, she's sleeping, guys. I was like, oh my god, Poseidon's awake? But never mind, she's sleeping. Who shall we raid today? You know what? Let's raid into Sunsin. How's that? Since Sunsin's... Oh, what's Sunsin's? Oh my god, Sunsin's playing like something super retro. Let's raid into sun soon. I think it'll be the perfect vibe. Going into another cozy stream, right, guys? Yeah. She said so the waves are calm. The wind, yeah, that's how it is, ain't it, Zach? Anyway, guys, let's raid into Sunset. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by. And I hope I get to see you guys again tomorrow. Maybe, right? Have a good one. See ya. And I'll catch you again at the Deep Blue. Bye.